Hello and welcome back to DR Sports for another Game Day Live. It's a massive, massive game in the Premier League today. Newcastle United versus Manchester United. And to join me on this momentous occasion, we've got some great guests. First of all, my co-host for the first time ever on DR Sports, it's Doyle, D-Man.
What's happening, lads? All right, yeah, you know me. Here I am. Nice, I'm a host today. You know what I mean? With my best mate, Gilly.
He's right. Yeah. Listen, we don't want to talk about Liverpool today, but so before you try and get a few Scouse and half Scouse tears out of us,
I've shed
you're
them
not
all.
going to get them.
They've all been shed.
If you want to watch what we think about yesterday, go and watch the COP TV. However, of course, it would be wrong to not introduce the home and away team. The home team today, to my right, is the Newcastle lover. It's Big Ogs. How you doing?
Nice to see you, lad. Nice to see you.
Massive hands on the fella. Big up to you. How are you feeling?
I'm pumped. I'm pumped for the game.
We can see that by your shirt, lad.
Bit too pumped.
No, I'm pumped, man. I'm here to get it back in blood. So,
Okay.
United.
Well, there's fighting talk from Big Uggs.
Yeah.
We love to see it. Remember the last time you were here?
I know,
It
exactly.
wasn't a great occasion, so he's out for revenge today. But who's he facing up against across the MDF table today? It's our Manchester United resident, Aaron. A man who is so kind. He asked us actually for a picture when we beat them 7-0 recently.
Good lad.
We've had better
Good
times
lad.
since. And
Yes.
hopefully for you, this will be another good day.
But I'm still looking for my first United win on DR. So
Really?
Wow.
yes,
So much.
Wow.
I don't think I've
Somebody's
had a win.
O has got to go, as they say in the box.
Let's hope it's today.
Nah, it's going to be a draw now after you've just said that, unfortunately.
0-0.
It's definitely
Oh,
going to
yeah,
be 0-0.
0-0.
Jinxed
draw.
it, haven't I?
We are 27 minutes away from kickoff here on DR Sports. Remember to like the video as you enter. Of course, make sure you're subscribed. If you haven't done that already, how dare you? We've also put a poll in there for Newcastle to win, Manchester United to win. Who is going to win? We've got 46% of you.
Newcastle.
I've gone for Newcastle. What's your reaction to that?
It makes sense because of obviously us at home. We're pretty good at home. So
Apart from...
Liverpool.
Yeah. No,
Yeah. So I think the only team to beat us in what a year is Liverpool.
yeah.
This season we've only lost one at home. So I think our form at home is decent. So I back us to, get the win. But I've seen our lineup and.
Well, speaking of lineups, I think let's not waste any time getting into those bad boys. Let's go with the away team to start. Aaron, how did Manchester United line up today?
So in goal we have David De Gea, Lisandro Martinez, Dalot, Varane and Luke Shaw at the back. In midfield we have Bruno Fernandes, Sabitzer and McTominay, and up front we have Weghorst, Anthony and Marcus Rashford.
McTominay in the team, fresh from scoring 2 left-footed goals against Spain in the week. I saw today Matty Renton and Flex talking about McTominay. Could he go to Newcastle? Mm-hmm. First of all, would you be happy to see the back of him or be sad? And then we'll come on to you about what he could bring to Newcastle.
I wouldn't mind him leaving because he's not a first-team player, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind him staying either because he's a good squad player. I know that some of his appearances recently have been very questionable. I think the last one he made, I can't remember who it was against, but Ten Hag took him off at half-time because it just wasn't good enough. So yeah, I wouldn't mind him leaving, but I wouldn't mind him staying either. I'm very...
Impartial.
Sitting
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
very
fence.
impartial on that
Couple
one.
of splinters
I'm not
there.
really, if he left tomorrow, I wouldn't be like, oh. But if he stayed, I wouldn't be annoyed.
Okay.
Good squad player.
Right. And Uggs, what could he bring to Newcastle?
He's good, but I feel like we need more and better. He's a player that we could have now, as opposed to if you get top 4, he's not somebody I want to sort of take us to that next level. He's a guy that we can have in the team currently and playing with obviously the guys that we have now. So I'm not sure if he's the right guy if we get into Europe. But obviously good for squad depth. But to get into our first 11, I think that we would need better signings, especially number 4. So
who? Sorry. After
Is
you.
there anyone in man and on the back of that question that you have in man for Newcastle to come to you?
do you know what? This is ambitious, yeah, but I want Caicedo from Brighton.
Caicedo, yeah?
Yeah.
Why
That's a
not?
good shout.
Why not, lad?
Yeah.
He's
Got
been
the
on
money.
fire this season. I don't see why he wouldn't come to a team like yourself.
And if you look at Brighton, I feel like for him, coming to Newcastle could be the next step. Obviously, Arsenal tried to get him, but he just signed a new deal, so difficult.
Yeah.
But them sort of guys there, I'll take, to be honest, because then that can help Bruno G, the real Bruno, the only Bruno, play in that 8 role. So
I agree, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
Newcastle, how do they line up today? You mentioned earlier there was a couple of surprises on the team sheet.
Yeah,
let's have a look at this lineup for you.
Yeah, because so in goal we got Nick Pope, and the back 4 picks itself. So we got Trippier, the captain, Fabian Shaw, Botman, and Byrne. And then we got 3 in the middle. We got Longstaff, Bruno G, and Willock. And then we got on the wings Joe Willock, and Murphy and Sam Maximan, and up top we got Killerman Isak. Yeah.
On the bench, Gordon's there, Wilson's there, but
Yeah.
Jacob Murphy, who he has relied upon, he's kind of been there. Well, he's been at Newcastle for years now. He can call upon him and he can do a job sometimes.
Murphy, I understand, because obviously we got injuries to Almiron. But the shock for me was not having Joelinton back into the team. He's obviously missed the last 2 games through suspension. And if you recall, his first game playing in centre mid was against Diesman. So that's when obviously people realised, wow, this guy can actually play deep. So to have him not playing, and I feel like this game will be a battle of the midfield. So with no Casemiro, I feel like him being there would obviously have that.
He's a big miss.
Give us that extra edge in there.
Yeah.
So instead we got Longstaff and Willock alongside Bruno.
Plenty of legs.
It is. It's strange, right? Because you have spent good money this season. You bought a few good players, but the one for me was Anthony Gordon, and it's a telling sign now that he's not starting, lad. He's in a game like this where you just need to get a win. It's at home. He's your biggest signing.
No,
Isaac is.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And but after you starting Murphy over the top of him. What have you thought of Gordon so far when he's been at your club, mate?
Gordon's been injured, so he's just coming back from fitness.
Right.
But I think when we signed him, it was more about squad depth.
Right.
Because obviously 40 million now, it's not as much as it was before.
No.
He's a player that probably Eddie Howe seen and thought, I can get the best out of him in some ways. But I trust Eddie. But these are the games that you'd think he would start. But obviously he's come off an injury. He started against Man City. That was his first start, and he sort of missed the chance where he sort of miskicked the ball. So give him time.
Yeah.
It's a new club, and obviously just give him time. So like I said, I trust Eddie Howe, and I trust why he wanted to Gordon.
I mean, you've got a few young players. When you're looking at players like Isaac, for example, when you bought him, he was the 3rd best player for his age group. So you are investing in the youth. You can see it with Anthony Gordon.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got to tell with Gordon how he's going to be going through the season. Because for Everton, I think he thought he was great in that, but I just didn't understand the move to go to Newcastle. But squad depth makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Not the signing I thought you was going to make, mate, to be quite honest with you. So going into summer, got a few targets that you want. Where do you need to strengthen for Newcastle?
Okay, so we need a new left back, because obviously Dan Burns playing there, and he's a natural centre back. We got Mark Target.
He's been brilliant, by the way. Burns has been.
He's good,
yeah,
but obviously, if you have a natural left back, that gives us another option going down that side.
Yeah.
Whereas we don't really have that. So we need a new left back, probably a centre mid, so a CDM number 4 that lets Bruno go forward a bit more. I would say another winger, to be fair to you, because I don't trust Sam Maximan to do that role. And obviously Gordon's there, and we've got Almiron, and obviously what I want us to do is build our squad depth, because obviously next season we'll be in Champions League next season.
Okay. It's
So it's coming.
It's a big shout.
It's coming, isn't it? So it's coming. So we've got to now
got another question for him after that one.
build our depth, and obviously have players that can have a squad that we can play Wednesday and the weekends as well.
So you've got this big influx of money coming. I'm going to ask you this question soon as well. And you've been turning form in this season as well. What is next for Newcastle after this season, and what's the goal? Are you wanting to win the league? What is it? When do you think that golden moment is going to happen? That first trophy for you?
What trophy?
Yeah.
Do you know what? We come close this season, anyways. So I think a trophy is not far from us. We just need to obviously get over that edge of being in the final. So I think we got our first taste this season, and we lost 2-0. But I think the next step for us is next season is where we finish this season. So if we get top 4, it's over.
Yeah, I mean, you can attract a lot more players when you get top 4, right?
Because we've skipped Conference League, Europa League, in one season.
It's just terrifying.
Certain teams have to go through the process of these competitions. You skip that in 1 year. So if you get top 4 this season, it's over.
Yeah.
And we can bring in world-class players because Champions League's there, the money's there, it's Newcastle, it's Premier League. So
that is the thing,
with that, if we get top 4, I feel like we can win the league in the next 4 or 5 years.
And do you know what? I've got no reason to disagree with you there, to be honest with you, mate.
Yeah.
And it's almost like what you said. You are doing incremental development, but you're doing it at its most efficient. It's terrifying. As a Liverpool fan, didn't expect this whatsoever for you. I expected you just to play well, without a shadow of a doubt, but not be challenging for top 4, mate. There's no way I thought that. But credit to the Newcastle team and Eddie Howe, they've been fan-bloody-tastic, unfortunately for us. But yeah, moving on to you now. So. Man United have had a massive turn of form this season, I think. I think you have showed much more under Ten Hag than you have in the last bloody 10 years, if I'm quite honest with you.
That's true.
What's next for Man United, lads? When's your next trophy coming? When are you going to do another one this season? What's happening, lads?
Well, we're in for 2 more trophies this season, which is always...
Says,
we're in for. I'm not going to say we are going to win them, but it's always good to be in contention to win another trophy. The Carabao Cup was good. Now we're looking to win, the FA Cup. We're still in the Europa League, so that's 2 more trophies that we can win. What's next for us? I think we need to carry on the rebuild in terms of personnel that we've started this season already. Obviously, a couple of positions that we need to strengthen in. Goalkeeper position. I think the midfield is very crucial because this season we've seen when Casemiro's not there, we're struggling, and this can't be happening next season, especially if you're playing in the Champions League. What if Casemiro's injured? What do you do then? You can't solely rely on him. Yeah. And if he's out, you're panicking. So we need to invest in that. And obviously, I'd say all Manchester United fans would agree with me when I say that the number 1 priority, apart from the goalkeeper position, is the striker position.
Yeah.
And that's where
who do you want?
The choice.
We all know they want
Harry Kane.
Mr. Kane, lads. Mr. Kane.
Do you know what it is? I think the storyline is already written. I think Harry Kane will end up at Manchester United. He's not my first choice, but I think he will end up at the club.
Who was your first choice then, lads?
Ramos.
My first choice would probably be Victor Osimhen.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, of course,
bro,
yeah.
Bro.
He's got some qualities that I like. Obviously, the whole package is not everything that I like. There's still a lot of things he has to polish up in his game. But I think if you're looking for a pure goal scorer, which is what everyone wants, 20 goals a season guaranteed, he's the guy.
He is boss.
But at the same time, 20 goals a season guaranteed, Harry Kane is that.
Definitely.
As well. If he can score 20 or 21 now with Tottenham in the Premier League and they're not doing well, imagine what he can do if he comes to us. But then again, it comes to the intricacies of, does he fit in our style of play? He drops deep. He likes to play that quarterback role. And if he does that with Ten Hag, is he going to be happy with it? We don't know. But yeah, I think Harry Kane's going to end up at the club. And I wouldn't be mad at him.
If I was Ten Hag, I'd say, listen, come to us and you get that goal scoring record a lot quicker than you get it at Tottenham.
That's
and
true.
You might win a few trophies.
He'll actually have a creative midfielder behind him in Fernandes, mate, to give him some chances because he doesn't have that at Tottenham whatsoever. That's why he drops so deep.
Facts,
so maybe,
facts.
So maybe if he does go to a Man United team, he'll actually be able to do the job that he wants to do, which is staying in the 6-yard box and scoring loads and loads of goals, lads.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Don't
I can
move
see
away
it
from the width of the 18-yard box.
Yeah, just stay there.
Price tag wise as well, when I'm thinking about Osimhen and then Kane, to be honest, I think they probably draw in the same similar price, maybe 100 million, 120 million.
And one's not.
Exactly, lads.
It might take Osimhen a lot more time than it does Harry Kane because he knows the league inside out. So.
Also, why would he want to leave? It's one of them type of things where if Napoli win the Champions League this season, which I think they have a high possibility and they're definitely going to win the league.
True.
Why would he want to leave that club, lad? He's made his name there. He's doing well. They're successful. One of the best teams in the world.
Yeah.
Be difficult to pry him out. Whereas Harry Kane, lads, he's probably ready to jump ship a little bit. Lad. He's seen it with Man City, lads.
If you're talking about price tag as well, I think you've got more chances of getting Harry Kane in quicker than you do Osimhen, because Osimhen doing business with that what's his name, De Laurentiis is horrible.
How old's Osimhen as well? How old is he?
25, I think.
24,
so he's
25.
right at the moment where he's the most expensive he can possibly get. Lad.
I think Napoli are asking for like Napoli asking
150,
for
bro.
150.
150 mil. And for them, Napoli, it's in their best interest for him to score more goals.
Exactly.
They want him to score more goals because that adds, let's say, 2.5 million per goal to the price tag.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I'll take Harry Kane over Osimhen because Harry Kane's proven in this league. Osimhen's quite raw.
Yeah.
And if it's not Harry Kane, I'll look for Ivan Toney or
Ivan Toney is a good shout.
I'd actually like to see him
the striker from Benfica.
Or that
Ramos.
Evan Ferguson from
I think he's still
Brighton.
young.
He's
I
the
like
next
him,
Harry Kane,
but
they're saying.
he's still young. I haven't seen much from him. I want to see more before I can make a decision on him. But Harry Kane, this could potentially be another Van Persie for me if we get Harry
it
Kane.
could be.
He's got to make a
There's
hard decision,
similarities.
hasn't he, this season, I think.
He's got to make the
He
right
really
one as
does.
well.
And if you're looking at the team, you've already won a trophy, mate. And like, I'm not disrespecting Tottenham. I am disrespecting Fuad, though. He's crap. They haven't won a trophy, have they, at all, mate? He's been phenomenal for them. He's been the best goal scorer in the league for years and years and years, and he still haven't won it. And Ten Hag comes in his first season and wins something. That's got to be alluring to Harry Kane, mate. He's got to look at that and go, oh, I need this trophy, lad. If it was me, and I'd make the ruthless decision, and I'd move over.
It's like AGT said, like Ten Hag, if he has a conversation with Harry Kane, he sits down with him and he goes, listen, that record you're chasing, you can get it here much quicker.
In 2
And on
years
top
you
of
can get
that, you can get a trophy on top of it.
Yeah.
But
Why
it's-
not?
But it's not guaranteed though. Like a trophy's not guaranteed the way it is at Man City with you guys. So
Man
it's
City,
like it's like you're gonna compete for trophies, but is he gonna lead Spurs and actually get a
Doesn't
trophy?
do well in finals, Harry Kane.
That's
true.
That's true. Yeah.
It's not a guarantee. Whereas if you went to like a Man City or a Newcastle, maybe it's
I mean, we'd take him.
The funny thing is, I
yeah.
actually saw him at your club for a bit, and I was like,
nah.
Shearer, Kane, that's like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the generation, they're literally the same
Mad.
person, lad, in different generations.
Yeah,
They're
literally.
old English strikers, like.
But yeah, I think Kane's going to end up at the club.
Let us know in the comments what you think. Where does Harry Kane end up? Is it Manchester United? A few comments coming in. Brendan Rodgers has been sacked by Leicester City, saying earth extremities. Let's talk about that for a few minutes before the game.
We should mention that.
Also, we should mention as well that West Ham have crawled over the line to get a 3-point gain there against Southampton at home.
Yeah.
Southampton now bottom of the table. West Ham go out of the bottom 3, and it's a massive result for the Irons. But Brendan Rodgers has been sacked by Leicester City. Right decision, wrong decision. I'm going to open the floor up here. Who wants to start here?
I'll go. I'll shoot. I think it's the right decision, but it's the wrong timing. Because I think they lost yesterday, didn't they? To
Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
In
Last minute, yeah.
Last minute. So if your team's losing against players or other teams that's in your sort of battle, you know, to stay up, and your players can't give you that win that you want, that shows me that you've lost the changing room. It makes sense to let him go, but right now is probably the wrong time in April to sack a coach. And I say it from experience, like I was saying to you guys off air.
Yeah.
As a Newcastle fan, the 2 times that we've gone down, we've sacked our coach like quite late in the season. Last time it was McLaren, we sacked him, and then we got in Benitez. It's hard for a coach to come in now and to try and put in their style with 10 games to go. It's difficult, isn't it? So
You're giving them an incredibly difficult job to do.
Yeah.
Lad, I agree with you. I totally agree with that.
But they've got the players, but the key man, Tielemans, he's going. So he's thinking, you know what, I don't really need to put my body on the line anymore because I'm leaving soon. Madison's coming to Newcastle.
There we go. That's happening, lad. If he goes, and like honestly, that's happening anyway. But if they go down, it's
great
definitely,
move, though.
it's already happened, lad.
Half the price probably as well.
Do you get me?
So they go down.
So with that happening, and then obviously now I'm then bringing a new coach, I'll sort of back them now to go down.
Yeah. It was a toss-up between Leeds and Leicester. I said that off air as well myself. But now that these have made this decision at such a late stage of the season, everything, just to echo everything you said, I agree with it, lad. It's too late.
Yeah.
It can't have an impact that much. It's just impossible. But we'll see, lads. We'll see. What about yourself?
I can only agree with you guys, man.
Yeah.
It's the wrong timing. It's the wrong timing, and they could actually go down.
Yeah.
They could, and if they do, they're gonna have to pretty much sell everyone. Even the guy that they brought in this season, Patson Daka, what's he thinking now?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
for sure.
What does he want to stay and play in the Championship, or does he want to stay in the Premier League or go somewhere else? Like,
You know, another question for me
It's
around this
tough.
as well. Where's Brendan going to go, lad? What's Brendan's
good
next
question.
job, you know?
Spurs.
I think he'll definitely get.
I think
If he goes to Spurs.
in his head,
Spurs.
he's
Yeah.
thinking that could be a
Literally.
great little
He'll
career
get
move
a
for
job.
me.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's make this a mutual decision, because I think an argument for a long time. We all know he should have gone months ago, and it is the wrong time. I agree with you all, but for him, he's thinking, well, I've held on for this long until another job within my grasp turns up. Now there is one. I'm not going to get paid my full contract, but let's have a little mutual agreement, which is what the statement was today. It's a mutual agreement. They've paid him off a nice little package, and he goes away now. And I think Tottenham, I mean, I asked Fuad yesterday, who do you want to see? It's Brendan Rodgers, he said. And now
Brendan
the man is free.
Makes sense. Like they can make a mutual agreement there as well. To be like, I'm used to losing, you're used to losing. Let's lose together in it and pay me loads of money for it.
No, but
Big time.
he's not bad though. He's
No,
He's a
think
good
he won
coach.
them the
FA Cup.
He is a good coach.
Yeah.
He is.
He'll go
Yeah,
down
so-
as a legendary manager for them in terms of winning the Community Shield. And do you know what? Because the second half of the table is so tight, a couple of months ago, none of us were saying Leicester will go down because they did pick it up a little bit.
They did,
went
yeah.
on a
They
decent
did.
little run.
They did.
Yeah.
They obviously started disgracefully up until maybe the World Cup. But then they did pick it up. But it's only really the last 6 weeks that we've gone, well, they could go down now. But no
Yeah.
one thought that.
I think he lost it. He lost it when the players didn't realise what the next target was. They won an FA Cup. They were like, okay, so progression's happening. We've won the trophy, and then he just fell off, lad. And after that, they've all lost Brendan confidence in Brendan, and they don't know what the next step for them is. And you've seen it with people like Maddison, lad. He just looks fed up, and he almost plays with resentment. Does that make sense? Like he scores the goals out of resentment. He's like, I'm boss. Watch me score this boss goal.
Putting
Who
himself
wants
in
me?
the window.
Yeah, exactly that, lad.
But do you not think he could end up at Palace as well? Because obviously Hodgson is there till the end of the season, so they might look at.
Oh, you mean Brendan to
Brendan
Palace?
Rodgers,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's a good shout as well. You know,
With-
very good
with the
shout.
players they got.
He'll
He's
want a
not
bigger
bad
job.
manager,
He'll
lad.
want a bigger
I
job.
agree,
than
I
that.
agree, I agree. But he's not a bad manager, and when you put him with attacking players, he does well. You've seen it with
There you
Liverpool,
go.
lads.
Yeah.
We had Danny Sturridge, Suarez, and Sterling. Yeah, all brilliant young players. Not Suarez maybe, but the other two lads.
Gerrard and Coutinho
Yeah.
behind
and,
them.
and he made it
Did a good
work,
job.
like, and I can see him doing a job at Crystal Palace. I really could, you know. I think the Vieira sacking was mad for me as well, like, but I could see him doing a job there. I could. So
Let us
anyway,
know in the chat what you think about that one. Where does Brendan Rodgers go next? Big up to Axel D Star who says nice to see AGT and Doyle in a better mood.
I mean, yeah, Liverpool aren't playing today, so that's why, lads.
I remember this game. I was there.
Epic NUFC says Newcastle 3-0 today. Bruno 2 goals, Isaac 1 goal. Let's get your score predictions around the
Yes,
table.
please. Yes,
Away
please.
team first.
2-1 Man United.
Home team.
Do you know what? When you actually said 2-1, you sort of looked down left and was a bit nervous.
Man said,
you know,
I'm not nervous, bruv.
You know, like,
I'm
just
not
to
nervous.
say it with relief, innit? Like,
2-1.
That's chest. That's chest now.
2-1 Newcastle.
Yeah, fair play, lad.
Literally 2-1
Okay,
Newcastle.
nice and tight.
Isak
What are we
to-
thinking, Gilly, lads? What are we thinking, lad, about this one?
Well, I hate to say this. I
know what
this.
you're going to say, actually. I know
I
what you're about
really
to say.
hate to say
And I'm
this.
sorry, lad.
But Liverpool could do with a Newcastle loss.
Yeah.
Clip this.
Yeah,
No,
honestly.
say it
I
properly.
just
Say it
said
properly.
I hate saying
Say
this.
I want Man United to win.
No,
Say it.
I need a Newcastle to drop points.
In order for Liverpool
what I
to
do.
get top four, Newcastle need to drop points.
There you go.
Regardless of the team they
Against
play.
who?
Against any team.
Against soccer teams.
Any team.
Against Premier League teams.
Nah, on the back of it though, I think Newcastle have been getting results recently. They've just been getting over the line. So I can't really see it's a hard one, this. I'm going to say 1-1, you know. I'm going to say a solid 1-1. That's what I'm going to say.
2-1 Newcastle.
Thank you.
Because then I'm...
You know why I'm saying that we could win? Because like I was saying to you guys off air, like our record at home is so good.
Yeah, it is.
You know, like we've not lost.
No, you've got every right. You have.
to a team.
It is a fortress.
That's not Liverpool in 1 year.
No, but even before that, lad, it's always been a fortress. Like Newcastle fans, this is why I'm not really like resentful yet of Newcastle, because the fans absolutely deserve it.
Yeah.
They're some of the best fans in the country.
Thank
They've
you.
always followed the club. I really love them. Like
They really
I do.
are.
I can't lie, I give them
You
credit as well.
respect them,
'cause
innit?
even in the Championship, you know
Thick
what,
and
packing
thin,
out
lads.
your stadium, and I was
Proper.
like, you know what, respect.
Yeah.
Because packing out your stadium in the Championship after you just
Yeah.
got relegated is tough.
I'm pretty sure
And it's
they've
cold
got
up
the
there as
record
well.
It's
for-
cold.
I'm pretty sure
I
they've got the
hope
record for most
You
attendance in
guys
Champ.
keep the same energy in the next 5 years. When
Oh, I don't know about that.
Because
I don't know about that. I said that.
No. Would you
Yeah.
give credit?
I said
You
I'm
know
not
what I mean?
resentful
That's
yet.
it.
Not yet. I'm
That's it.
resentful.
That's it.
It's all good right now, lads.
A couple of stats. Newcastle have turned St James's Park into a fortress this
Yes.
season. As we know, only Liverpool have got the better of Eddie Howe's side, but that was part in thanks to a red card to Nick Pope. But interestingly, only 3 sides have conceded more away from home than 27 of Manchester United this
Yeah.
season. Those teams? Any guesses? You can see the screen, so I'm not going to ask you.
I'll go Leicester.
Correct?
I want this, you know. So Leicester. Who else is there that can see goals? Southampton.
No, they're not on there.
Big. Some teams have conceded a lot of goals.
Chelsea.
Chelsea?
No.
No.
Nah.
One of
in
them,
one match.
one of them conceded 9 goals in one game
9 goals in one game. 9-0.
at Anfield.
2 Liverpool.
Bournemouth, yeah.
Yes, correct.
Oh,
And the last one also beat Liverpool.
Forest.
Yeah.
Correct. could have been 13 people then. But
Liverpool beat Bournemouth 9-0, then go to their ground and
Yep,
lose 1-0.
that sounds
What
good.
is that, lad?
And that's why I say the race for top 4 is between us and Spurs. And now, if we win this game,
well, you go level on points with Manchester
Yeah,
United
third.
if you win.
Yeah.
Here they are then. The players are coming out at St James's Park. It's a beautiful,
Let's go.
balmy Sunday spring evening in the northeast. War flags are out everywhere.
Jeez.
We
Actually,
love to see
they'll
it.
go above us because for some strange reason we only got a +6 goal difference. Well, strange.
That's what. Yeah,
That's because of the 7-0 probably, mate.
Yeah.
That didn't help.
and the
strange.
6-3.
Big up to Sai21 who says Ramadan Benz is coming for Chelsea. He's just scored a hat-trick in around about 6 minutes.
Crazy.
For Real Madrid right now against
Credit to
Valladolid.
these players who-
Don't
who-
forget,
Kill
speaking
him,
of
Isak.
Real Madrid, on Wednesday night, myself,
Oh, Clásico.
Raul and
Oh,
Nico
I'm
are
tu-
back.
I'm
on
tuning in for that
the
one.
sofa. Well, it's not really a sofa; it's a desk. I can't wait for that one. That is comedy gold.
It
It's
is.
By the way, the
popcorn
last
central.
Classico you guys
It's
did,
unbelievable.
gold. I
Yeah,
watched
it
it.
was
It was
gold.
amazing.
Pure emotion.
it was
Pure
gold.
emotion there.
I loved it.
Wonderful, innit?
I can't
Rivalry is
lie to you,
crazy.
It was gold.
amazing.
Especially when Real Madrid lose as well. I love that part of the
Yeah,
stream,
yeah.
particularly, lad. That's
Why?
great,
And
lad.
without pay the referee.
Yeah, I like the whole Bill stuff that you did.
Shut
yeah.
up! Shut up! Shut up!
Shut up. It's bullshit. But that is on Wednesday night, the second leg of the Copa del Rey between Barca and Real. Don't forget, Barca already 1-0 up in that
For
one.
Shabasha.
So, Bisca el Barça. But there you go. Right, we are less than 3 minutes away from kickoff. The players are on the pitch. We're watching the lineups. We're watching
Ten Hag pop up.
the flags fly at St James's Park. What an occasion this is. It's a massive game, and it always has been in the Premier League. We can roll back the years and talk about the Manchester United, Newcastle United games, the Roonies,
Kevin
the 5-0,
Keegan.
the Philip Albert,
Yeah, man.
the Rooney
Yeah,
volley
yeah.
after he's
After
given
he's-
the
the ref a
ref
bit
a
of-
volleying in the air.
The beef between the managers, Kevin Keegan.
Roy
and that,
Keane
lad.
and Shearer going head to head.
Yeah,
down the years.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jermaine Genius's wonder strike at St
bins.
James's Park
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in the day. Lauren Robert, Nobby Solano. These are all
Yeah,
names.
Solano, lad, mad.
I'm thinking of the NTL
And this is why
sponsorship on
this
the
is why
shirt.
we like Newcastle at the moment, lad.
At the
because
moment.
they deserve this right now. You deserve a bit of success, lad. Absolutely.
At the moment, so
I mean, when you take top four
Save
off
it,
us,
save
if you
it,
take
yeah,
top
yeah.
four off us, then I won't like you after that.
so
But
then-
until then, he's all right.
save it then. Save it.
The Iceman Burkamp says, "Come on Newcastle, come on the tune." Oi oi says Nightwolf. Vincent says, "Tune, tune, tune."
Killerman Isak.
He
scored
has
2
been
goals.
brilliant.
I was at Forest, yeah.
He's brilliant.
my
Yeah.
I
goodness.
can't lie. Yeah.
He's good at Anfield.
A bit of credit to Isak because he always has a fresh trim.
Yeah, he does that.
I like that. I like a man. Yeah, he knows. Like every game has to have a fresh trim. It matters.
It does, lad. You're on the
matters.
telly and that, lad. You know what I mean? Or your potentials might be seeing you there on the telly.
You know what I'm saying? You never know. Someone
do you know
might
what I
slide
like
in your
about him?
DMs afterwards.
Do you know what I genuinely like about the kid? Even though he gets injured, when he comes back from his injury, he comes back firing. He's boss, lad. He doesn't take time to readjust.
Just
he
looks
just
a
gets
little
back
bit
into it.
gangly, but he's
Nah, man.
I've
How
old
seen
is
him score a great goal at
22?
Anfield.
22.
But he does look a bit gangly on the ball
Yeah,
sometimes.
but he's a proper number 9, man.
But technically, I think he's very secure. I think he's just really.
Mate,
I think his body
technically-
type helps him when
On
it
the
comes to the
ball-
scars and his movements and stuff. I genuinely do, lad.
on the ball, he's brilliant. He can come short. He can go in behind. He can go out on the wings. He's good in the air. Finishing is crazy. Killerman Isak.
He's good, lad. He is. Look at this, though. I like to see this from the Newcastle players. The Man United players aren't doing this. They know how much this game means, lad. You really want top four.
Mate,
Yous have
mate.
Bruno
had
G
a
always
wonderful
has at
season.
least 3 chewing gums in his mouth.
He's always like chewing a bowling ball, lad, isn't he?
And it's always like, neon green or something like that. It's a concentration thing, though. It does help you concentrate.
It will be
Like the
difficult
science.
to keep this man quiet,
Like
though. So we're
Rashid.
talking about Rashford.
He's the only guy that
He's scary, ain't he, lads?
I'm scared of.
Yeah.
Him. Just him. only.
Stop in the sauce.
Stop him.
You stop him.
And then we're good.
After spending some time in New York
Yeah.
because he didn't want to play for England.
Right, here we go.
Think about that.
About to kick off now, Man United. I've got the kick off.
Come on, United.
This is a massive game, man. Win this and we go third.
Third, man.
It's a massive statement if Newcastle
Madness.
can win this one. Mitch
And
1992
we are live. There we go, la.
in the chat says Man United win best for Liverpool fans with the super chat. Yes, it is.
It is. It is,
and
unfortunately,
we are
for us.
underway. 7 seconds in. The sun is shining. There is an annoying shadow cast upon the pitch. Maybe the Newcastle players are a little bit more used to playing that, but for me, I was never a fan of the
Shadows.
shadows on the
Yeah.
pitch.
Not even on FIFA either, lad. Didn't even like it on FIFA.
No,
It always
because
disguises
it's
the
really
ball, lad.
annoying. Yeah, it
FIFA.
really is.
Yeah.
Awful
really
on
is.
FIFA. No, it's always this way when the sun's up because of these big stands at St James's. You know, the sun makes a big shadow.
Having said that though, I'd rather have grounds with personality like that than to make them all look the same. When
Yeah.
I'm looking at Barcelona at the moment, they're trying to rejuvenate their stadium, which is already a beautiful stadium. You don't need to do
too
much
old
to it
though.
to me.
They
It
need
is
to
very
do a
old,
lot
it
of
is.
work
They're
to
trying
it.
to
And they could
rejuvenate it.
right, yeah, and so what they're trying to
got a
actually
big
do is
plan.
put a roof over the top of it.
No,
And it
don't
just
do that.
looks like the Allianz, lad.
Nah.
And for me, the Allianz just looks like
You
a
seen Real
generic
Madrid's
modern
new one?
stadium.
Yeah.
Nah, I haven't
That's
seen it, no.
another one that's, yeah. I mean, if Real Madrid do up their stadium, then Barca are kind of
Go on,
forced to do
Anthony.
theirs as well.
This
Good
isn't-
pressure
this-
from Anthony early on.
I did want to ask this question. So obviously he's at the cup final, right? And Manchester United won that, so that will be a factor mentally going into this game. Newcastle
yeah,
will
100%.
want their revenge back without a doubt.
Bro, this is why I said getting back in blood.
Yeah, because you want them, lads. Yeah.
Big up
Do
to
you think it's
Jazz.
going to have a thing on the mentality though? On the Newcastle players having lost that, do you think it'll be an advantage for them or a weakness for them?
I think the reason why we're fifth or we're playing so well this season is because of that. Our mindset is that we can
Corner
beat-
to Newcastle,
we,
by
we,
the way.
we,
Yeah.
we can beat anyone. You know, we don't fear no one, and I believe the boys have gotten over that defeat because we've put together
You have bounced
wins.
back. You have, yeah.
You know, and then we've had that nice break that week off because that's coming at the right time because we've got 7 games now in April. I think we play our 2 games in hand, West Ham on Wednesday, and then I think we've got Brighton again. So we've got a busy time. So and we need to have this
Winners mentality.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
So
You need to get over the line no matter what, because if you do win your games, you're definitely getting top 4. Like Liverpool are 5 points behind you, mate. There's no way we're catching up if you win. So you just need to have it, mate. But you've had it all season.
Oh, Rashi's gone.
Oh,
Man United will be looking to do this, which
Yeah.
is counter-attacking football. Big up to Jazz in the chat, ATG. No, it's actually AGT, but ATG, it's my birthday. Can I get a shout-out up the Reds? There's your shout-out. Happy birthday.
Bloody Reds, bud.
El miércoles quiero ver bailar a Vinicius, says Ray, which means on Wednesday we will see Vinicius dancing.
Is it at the Bernabeu?
No, it's at
Oh,
Camp Nou, isn't it?
ooh.
Is it? I swear it is. I swear that one was at Bernabeu.
Do you know what? We'll just look it up. Copa del
Oh, get rid of it, Dave. Just get rid of it.
Done all right with his feet there, Dave.
It's
Yeah,
at the Bernabeu, yeah. It's at the
I don't
Bernabeu.
trust him.
Okay, I was wrong.
Bruno Manon.
Oh, okay, that's a
a
wow.
beautiful
That
goal.
was beautiful, Bruno. See, he's a good player when he shuts up, lads. Do you know what I mean? When he just keeps quiet, lads, and plays his football, he's good.
Yeah.
That was a wonderful pass. That was
Brilliant
beautiful.
pass.
Yeah. But here's Isaac at the other end.
and this is what it does.
Hold
Yeah,
it
he
up.
does.
It does. He like
Oh.
Yeah, well played.
runs in behind, and
Yeah.
he's so good at that too. He can come in short as well.
He is quite tall, you know. I didn't realise how tall he was.
6'3",
Quite
4".
a big lad, isn't he?
Yeah,
big.
he looks
He's
about
a
6'3",
tall
I was
guy,
going
man.
to
You're
say.
seeing all these tall players nowadays. I don't know about you yet. When I was growing up, the tall lads, yeah, they were good and solid and that, but not usually definitely good with their feet. You know,
No, they
technical
weren't.
ballers.
Peter Crouch.
Nowadays, lad, yeah, Peter Crouch was an anomaly though. That was the
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
Nowadays,
yeah,
all these
that's
tall
the
lads
point.
are fantastically technical,
Yeah.
have technical ability,
I
lad.
agree.
It's mad.
Well, in the old days, it was chuck it up to the big man.
Yeah. So he didn't have to.
Yeah, exactly.
So you just
Get your
didn't-
head on that, son.
You didn't really need to be a baller like that.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you can play into the feet of the big man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he'll skin somebody, lads.
Exactly.
Yeah, hold it up.
Except for his wild wag boss, like. Listen, I'm on listen.
Do Newcastle get results when they concede the first goal? I couldn't be bothered checking, asked Cans.
Well, I can tell you, the last game against Forest away, which I was at, which was the best away day I've had ever. Sick.
yeah,
We went a goal
3-2.
down, 2-1.
2-1, yeah.
We went a goal down after hitting a post and a bar, and then we went a goal down, and then we scored just before half time, and then
Last minute pen,
last
innit?
minute penalty. But
Yeah.
before then, we had a goal taken off for offside, which was silly. So yeah, we do.
Okay, well, there you go. Statman Oggs in the house. Arsenal will smash Liverpool 7-0, saying Tamina. Again, wrong game.
Okay,
A
bud.
week too early for that. But here we go. We're 5 minutes in now. It's a decent start by both teams, I'd
It
say.
actually is. I love watching St. Maximin, you know, I really do. He's one of the most exciting players in the league for me. He's just wonderful
I think
to watch.
he was.
I see what you're saying. In the last few games, he hasn't been great and he's not been as exciting. But in the start of the season, he still was, lad. He still scored a few good goals this season, I think.
Yeah, but it's
Yes,
Injuries in
put
it
it
for
down
him, lad. Injury prone like mad. Which makes sense when he's wiggling his legs about like that all the time. Do you know what I mean?
no, but I think also he's asked to play a different way.
Oh, that's a good ball, no?
By
No.
Eddie. Yeah.
He
He's not so free.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think now he's thinking about what he's doing.
Oh,
and
yes, nice.
So great chance for United.
Oh,
Great block.
unlucky
from
Marcel. Well
Botman.
done.
Great
Right.
defending as always from Newcastle.
We started a bit, sloppy.
That is awful.
Oh,
for
that's
Alessandro.
a terrible pass though. So
Alessandro.
Newcastle
When
on
the
the counter,
butcher
yeah.
becomes the meat.
It's open game though.
It is.
It's so
Really open.
and that's,
Nice
that's
and
how I
open.
thought it would be because we're two sides that just like to play on the counter attack. So
Here we go.
Trippier
Ball
with
in
the
from
ball
Trippier.
in.
Oh, it's in.
It's Still! No, it's
Oh,
Great
unlucky from
opening that for
Newcastle there.
Newcastle.
I got cramp.
good start to the game so far. Though, it's what as a neutral lad, this is what I like to see.
This
It's
is what
good.
we want to see, people. It's a great game. Make sure you're liking the video.
But that-
Over 1,000 of you with us right now.
That there is sort of chances that we should be taking.
Okay.
Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to pop the loo, and I'm notoriously
6
terrible for
minutes
this.
in.
6 minutes in, I'm going to the loo.
is
I have a
mad.
tiny bladder. Sorry about this, guys.
Go to the doctors.
That's a chance there, man. That's a chance. Yeah.
Yeah. Big opening that. Could he have whacked his left foot a bit quicker?
Oh yeah, he
at that?
tried to.
I think he rushed it, so
Yeah.
the ball didn't land.
He probably
Um,
thought someone was behind him as well.
Yeah, man.
That's a chance though.
Yeah, it's a big chance, man.
McTominay an upgrade on Longstaff. Similar players.
Like for
maybe?
like, I think, anyways, man.
Yeah.
Like for
Yeah.
like. Yeah, man. I think McTominay is better on the ball, but what Longstaff gives you is his honesty and passion, and he's physical and he's in your face. But like for like, that's why I say McTominay is good for us now, as opposed to us getting in Champions League. We would need more players and better players, but.
Let's have a look here. It was Bruno and Isaac on the touchline. Bruno kicks him in the chest there. Surprised that wasn't given as a high foot.
Killer, man.
It's funny because we got linked with Longstaff like 3 years ago
I remember that, yeah.
on
Yeah, I
the
remember.
Ollie,
I remember that. And we quoted you guys 50 million for that for him.
and we were ready to make a
Ashley.
£45 million bid.
Man, cash in,
Crazy,
mate.
crazy times.
Crazy times. So Max Bell should go to a big club. Newcastle are mid, says Kidge.
No comment, to be fair.
Away.
Chance! Oh, it's a good save. It's
offside.
offside though from Shah.
Say maximum to go to a big club, but what manager's gonna want to have him in? Like Pep and Klopp and that. These managers, they can't trust him. So he's the player that loses the ball.
He's got to prove himself a bit more before. he
Yeah,
gets
that's
a
what I
big
would
move.
say as well. Like
It's not there
technically,
yet.
I've got no doubts, but the end product is
Consistency, man.
yeah, the consistency is it's not really there.
I think that stuff you can work on. But I think why the big
Dave,
managers
get rid of it, man.
Man United playing around at the back here. Newcastle looking to press and force them into a mistake. And Alessandro
No,
still on the ball.
No,
Gives it back to the goalie who finds Bruno and they go again.
Okay, Rashid.
This is Rashford. Like he's the guy that I fear. Well, not fear, but he's dangerous. Fear no one.
City, Arsenal,
Easy, Bruno.
United
Easy,
and
man.
Newcastle
Control
will
it.
be in the Champions League next season, according to Mukhtar Ahmed.
When Doyle comes back, I'm going to ask you, man, who do you think is getting top 4?
At the minute, it can't be Liverpool. So, yeah, Arsenal, City,
Football.
United and
Feet. Ref, it's a foul.
maybe...
on.
I
He's
don't know.
up, man.
I still think it's a little bit too early. Do you know what I mean? Like, we can make our predictions, but
Yeah.
a lot can change.
yeah.
That can change.
Every single week it will change.
Yeah,
I do
but-
believe that.
Do you know what? Yeah, I feel like you're only saying that because you don't have faith in Newcastle. Because we are in pole
But it's,
position.
you and Tottenham.
Yeah, but I'm saying if we were somebody else, for example, if we were fourth and Spurs were us, yeah, you guys would say Spurs are going to finish fourth because of Spurs. But I feel like we got plus 20 goal difference, yeah. We got games in hand. Obviously, I know points on the board is more important, but we are the team that's probably in good form.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
Yes,
ours
Marcel.
to not lose, but it's ours to take. But I feel like people just don't want to say it because they just don't believe in us, except for Matisse.
Go and prove them wrong.
No. Like honestly,
But only because you've never done it before.
yeah, that's the only
Well,
reason why.
That's why I think people have doubts. But if you do it, you'd be nailed on to do it again the season after.
It's like the
But
same.
until you do it, it's like Arsenal with a Champions League or City with a Champions League. Until you win it,
Yeah.
you cannot, in my opinion, be classed as a European heavyweight until you've got one of them belts. 5-0 Real Madrid now.
Jesus
65 minutes in.
Wow.
And it's
Benzema again.
Rodrigo. And he's got 2 now.
64% possession.
But I agree with you though. I think if anyone's going to get top 4, the strongest candidate is definitely Newcastle. Without shadow of a doubt. 2 games in hand. Tottenham have just lost the manager. They look bloody lacklustre already this season. They've been in top 4 and I don't know how they've managed to stay there. It's been a phantom position for them.
They've had the best start they've ever had in the Premier League season.
Also, it's been sort of like a phantom position in the sense that they've always been 2 games ahead of everybody else that's fighting for the top 4. They've always been a game or 2 ahead. So it's not really a true reflection. But I do think Newcastle, if you don't drop the ball, lad, it's yours.
I watched AFTV's Becoming Peace the other day,
Yeah.
and they all gave their top 4, and the only person to give us...
I was there, lad.
Yeah, you was actually. Yeah, you was actually. And the only person to say that we'll get top 4. Look at him! Look at him! Look at him! The only Bruno, but by the way, Bruno G, the only Bruno just nutmegged.
In front of him, Bruno Gameday in front of his own box, does a stud roll, nutmeg. Oh my God, beautiful.
Goal disallowed from Rodrigo, still 4-0 Real Madrid.
Wow,
Let's have a look at this. I think it was
wonderfulness.
How can Flex on here come and say to my face? He said, Sabitzer is better than Bruno G.
Oh, come on.
Sabitzer is better than Bruno Gameday.
That's what Flex said.
Flex, that's an L, bro.
That's a massive L.
Yeah.
Wait, what did he say?
That's a big L.
Sabitzer.
Yeah.
He said that Sabitzer is better than Bruno Gamedes.
That's a big L.
I like Flex, lad, I do, but that's...
Anthony done it back to...
Foul!
And it's Vekhorst.
Huh?
It's wide.
What's this? Hey, why are we seeing some FIFA Street?
Oh, this is the replay.
Oh, it's a replay.
Hey, that's some madness, that, innit?
At least we've seen 2 nutmegs, innit?
The 2 Brazilians.
Yeah, on the pitch it is, yeah.
2
And
Brazilians.
he's like, I can
2
do that
nutmegs.
as well, mate, watch.
Yep.
Great, that. Lovely to watch as a neutral, lovely. Dan Burns as well, who's been one of your best defenders. We all get nutmegged though. We all do.
It's a shit feeling, but it happens.
Yeah, it does.
It's a really nice and open game, entertaining
open,
to watch
it
though.
really
Go on,
is.
Anthony.
Anthony, can Dan Burn get out to him and shut him down early doors? No.
I don't like this, and this is why I said Maximum. I don't really like him playing because
Horrible cross.
defensively, Dan Burn needs help, and Sam Maximum is not the guy to do that.
He's not a cover.
That's why Johnny plays there sometimes
To cover him.
because he's
to
an
help
engine.
out.
And that's why we stopped Saka
I saw him coming into the
literally.
stadium, but he's on the bench.
Yeah,
Strange.
because Howe just likes to keep a winning side the same, I guess.
Oh, I was going to ask, what happened with...
That's what I'm saying. It's a mismatch.
Yeah, this is...
What happened? What's happening with... what's that guy? Fraser. What's happening with him?
He's going, man. I saw that he was training with.
Oh yeah, he's in the Resis now, isn't he?
Yeah. Because they got history in it with Bournemouth and Eddie Howe, and
Clearly fallen out big time.
that time that Eddie Howe needed him to play, and he said, "No, I can't risk myself because my doors are."
Oh, yeah,
So he didn't play for Bournemouth when the season restarted. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
And now the tables have turned, lads.
Now he's obviously coming, and then I feel like Eddie Howe's not seen enough from him.
Right.
And plus, obviously, that's still in the back of his mind.
Of course, managers remember that. Yeah,
Plus, how old is he now, Fraser? He must be like 30-something.
31.
Probably, yeah.
And he was all about pace, wasn't he? That's what he was about, him. So I can imagine he's lost a bit of pace as well.
I remember him scoring against us in that 4-3.
Yeah, I remember, lad.
He
He scored the winner, lad.
he's only 29.
Oh,
He looks about 42 though.
Okay.
For him.
Yeah,
Play him
unfortunately
in?
for him.
You got to hold it up there, man.
29. Yeah, he's
Switch.
still
There you
got
go.
a team in it.
Terrible
Unlucky.
ball, that one.
That's it.
Dan Burn there, floating down the wing.
So
Was a little bit naughty from Dan Burn on Anthony. That players often these days. I don't know if you guys see this as well, but when they're like running past a player, sometimes I feel they'll purposefully
Put an elbow
like
in there.
stand on them by accident. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
cut it back, cut it
take a
back.
little shot.
Here we go, Oh, nearly 1-0.
Great
We need to make this
opportunity.
pressure count. This is what happened in the final, though.
What can Alan Saint-Maximin do?
Skin.
Gets past Anthony really well.
Yeah.
Where's the end
Only
product?
shoot.
No.
Where's the end product?
Pass the ball now, lad.
Got to pass it now. Yeah, there you go.
Bruno finds. Oh, is that a foul?
Don't know.
Now,
No,
it's
smart now.
Sabitzer can break.
There you go.
Now
Man
it's
United
goals.
on the
Vekhorst.
counter. Swept up.
Come
lovely.
on.
Great start.
This is what.
15 minutes in, great start.
Yeah, great start.
He
I'll
was-
take this still. I'll take it.
Bruno Gameira's very nearly got into my team of the season, the top 5 players. The only one he missed out to, in my opinion, was Palina. Palina from Fulham. It's
yeah,
just
from
been
Fulham.
phenomenal
Really
for me,
good
lad.
player.
I think Casemiro Bruno Guimaraes, Paulina, they've all been and Rodri as well, of course. They've all been the best. That was an incredible double save from De Gea there. That was marvellous, and that's
Big
why he
Uggs
plays for Man United,
cannot
mate.
believe it.
Wow.
I'm getting goosebumps.
Wow.
Big Uggs is in disbelief there. It was a header down from Isaac, and it was saved twice.
What a save
Great
from
ball
De
in the
Gea there,
box.
mate.
And Newcastle
Come on,
pressing
boys.
now. They're banging on the door. Murphy with the cross.
Oh, he's done
Gets
well.
inside of Luke Shaw.
This is what we do, though. This is
De
what
Gea
we do.
picks it up.
This is what we do. We start off well. We create chances. This is what happened against Forest as well. But we need to take our chances. That's what 3-4 now. That there is. Who's that?
Willock.
That's a goal, man.
Great cross from Murphy. It's Isaac, point blank header.
Killer man. Good
Straight
header.
at De Gea. Wasn't a killer man there. and then
score.
Willock
Right,
has to
lads.
score
You gotta
there.
score
He
that,
has
man.
to score.
That is
That's a
poor.
massive opportunity
wow.
for Joe Willock. Scored 8 goals in a row last season for Newcastle.
United
Hasn't
got
been
away
as
with one there,
prolific
didn't
this
he?
season, but Bruno loses
Willock.
out.
Bruno,
Come
man.
on, boys.
And
We
the
gotta
other
make this
Bruno
count.
There,
flies
Look at him.
past him.
Ramirez.
Bruno
Don't
beat
play with
Bruno.
him.
He glides, doesn't he? Really
Don't
does.
play with him.
He's brilliant.
I rarely see him lose the ball. You know, I like it. Give him the ball in any space with
Yeah.
2 guys on him. He's like,
Look
yeah.
at this.
I
Give me
admire him a lot,
And then
lads.
say
I
Maximan
admire that
with
role.
the
Shoot.
Oh! No, too weak.
good, really good bit
Pressure
of
from
play
Newcastle.
here from Newcastle. They're certainly banging on this door, but will Manchester United open it?
Yeah, we know what Man United do. They are great at counter-attack, and they've got Marcus Rashford. But for now, the ball is being
to
dominated
score,
by
yeah.
Newcastle. Great save that, it still is. I know it's hit Adam, lad, but he's still got to do something with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got to make this count, and that for me is massive.
Sandro
opportunity, man.
giving it away again here.
United are being very
then
poor
winning
in
it back.
possession at the moment. They're giving the ball
Very
away
poor.
quite a lot.
Very, very poor. I'm not liking the look of this.
They've got the ball here, though, and Rashford...
Switch it.
There we go. Bruno. Oh,
Yes, there you go.
Finds Anthony.
this is a great game.
Anthony cuts in on his left,
That's
and
a
it's
big-
a cross
yeah.
come shot, and it's
Take the
well
shot.
out.
Great game of football, this, though, to watch at the moment. Really is. End-to-end stuff.
This is what happened in the final, yeah, sort of in a ways, but not like this in terms of chances. But we were on the front foot, and they just have the players that can just
Yeah.
put the ball in the back of the net somehow. Whereas we need probably 6-7 chances to score one, and I think that's why we sort of dropped off from winning games.
So then, do you think that going into the summer, you want a striker? That's who you want?
We need goal-scoring midfielders because like we've seen here, Longstaff and Willock both had chances
Yeah.
to score goals.
Longstaff's one of them, innit? I feel like he's a Geordie lad, and he's in that team, but he's the quality.
Yeah, look at Isak, man. Look at
Yeah,
him.
it's brilliant.
On the ball, yeah. Oh,
Marvellous to watch.
Finds Willock on the edge of the box. St. Maximum. Does he cut in or go down the
Oh,
line?
he's got the feet.
It's a good ball, to be
Unlucky.
fair, and it's
Oh, nearly an
slims
own
just
goal
wide. It's
there, mate.
offside,
Oh,
though.
has to be
Matty.
offside.
It's offside.
Has
It's
to be
really
offside.
good play, though, from ASM.
His face then. He's always everywhere, isn't he? Jinking and jiving and jumping everywhere, lads.
Just offside,
Just
long
Good
stuff.
ball, lad.
Newcastle, come
Unlucky.
on, boys. Come on, boys. Because
Oh, he's sent
Nothing
in
and
there,
nothing and
hasn't he?
nothing.
if we sort of concede a goal now, yeah,
a
that
great
would be
ball,
so
that.
deflating for us because then our heads might drop.
Newcastle definitely up. CAGT, this is how two teams that fight look. says
Yeah,
DG.
we don't disagree,
Fair
mate.
enough.
Our team did not fight yesterday. I agree with you, mate. No way. Yeah.
Pet Merchant says, big up Doyle, man.
What's happening, lads?
Foul, ref.
Bran Laus says it is now 5-0 Madrid, and it's Asensio with the goal.
Asensio still. Wow.
Still knocking about.
Yeah. Newcastle have had the majority of the shots. There's 5-3 to Manchester United's 1 shot off target. Yeah, they are playing better at the moment, Newcastle. But Man United still, even though they've only had 1 shot off target, they still seem to offer a threat. You got to be careful with them. You really do.
Rashford.
Marcus Rashford hasn't had a shot yet,
Yeah.
and he's due a goal every game by the looks of it at the
It's
moment.
not my preferred style of play, but
He's my
right now you've got to.
Yeah, you captain
Your
Rashford
FPL.
before this game, bro.
No.
Handball by Rashford. No.
Listen. That's because I think they've got two games this week.
Right, yeah.
So and it's
Anthony,
it's
not
business,
there,
innit?
man.
Go on.
It's business.
It's business.
ASM charging down on the defence.
He's
Does
had
he
a lot
cut
of the
in?
ball today, ASM,
He's
hasn't he?
lost the ball. You know,
Smart, Bruno,
randomly,
be smart. Be smart. Wait.
just talking about Asensio, I googled Isco.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a club right now.
Yeah,
it's
Yeah, that's crazy,
He's
isn't it?
left go
Free
from
agent,
Seville.
Big fall from grace, lad. Massive fall from grace.
Big time.
His move to Union Berlin fell through because of what I think salary issues. Because over there they pay, the way they explain the salaries is before tax, and in Spain I think the way they see the salaries is after tax.
Yeah.
So I think there was a miscommunication there. And obviously,
Sad that though, because he would have been a
very
brilliant
sad.
addition to Union Berlin. Like, actually, I've got a
Crazy,
little sweet spot for them in my heart, lad.
yeah, do you know what I
in
mean?
the
I was like, you know
Bundesliga.
what? I'm all for changing.
He's
the
only
Bundesliga, let
30.
them- Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He can still ball, man.
I agree, lads. Especially in the Bundesliga, without a doubt, lad.
Oh, he would have balled out.
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
You could go to like Dortmund or somewhere like that.
I agree, lads.
They should just sign him up, man. Even on a
When
one-year
Bellingham
deal,
goes to Liverpool, yeah, just get Isco in there. Hey, innit?
Relax. No, it's a shame, man.
get rid
Only
of it,
played
Dave.
12 games for Seville.
Yeah, but why though? Do you get me? Like, as in,
There's obviously a
Yeah, there
problem.
will be, lads.
what is it that we're not seeing? Yeah, Isco, his name is a household name, but what's that? Handball, no?
Ooh,
Oh,
Anthony
come on,
and
Andy,
Danball
lads.
having a bit of
What was he doing?
That
rough
was a
and
bit silly.
tumble. Referee running over. He wants a word with them both here. Calm them both down.
It's a bit of a hothead.
Dan Burn,
Where's Dan Bain come from?
Newcastle.
Right.
Newcastle, yeah.
He's
Newcastle.
a-
Dan Burn.
Oh, where?
Newcastle.
You mean?
Yeah.
Oh, play in Newcastle. Yeah.
Blythe,
Blythe,
isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, boss that is right, local lad.
Look at him towering above the rest.
Innit?
You're not giving me a yellow.
Little bro. Literally. Anthony wants him to have a yellow.
He does, yeah. He needs
Had
to
a
have a
few
yellow so
little-
he can keep plucking away at him.
A few little ding dongs so far already. Very physical.
I think I'm.
That is a
confident.
foul.
I
that
don't
is a
think
foul.
that was a foul, if I'm quite honest with you. I really
He's
Foul
extremely
for who?
aggressive, Dan Burn,
United.
isn't
I don't think that it should have
he?
been
Keep
a
an
foul.
eye on that battle today, by the way. Anthony and Dan Burn going
Yeah,
head to head.
someone's getting a yellow in there. Probably
Yeah.
being. You know, Man United are trying to play out from the back. They've been trying to do this all game. They've squandered possession quite a lot. But let's see if they can pick it up. It's a bit to there.
We should be at least 1-0 up.
Yeah, you've had majority of the chances, haven't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
halfway
proper
through the
chances
first
though.
half.
Yeah,
I think if Newcastle went up, I wouldn't be mad at it because we're not playing well. At all.
No, that's
I
right.
like you,
Losing
man.
the ball too
Yeah, he's a
easily.
good lad, isn't he?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You're honest.
Do you know when
You're
we
honest.
played United, yeah? We played them, lad, and I felt
I
bad
watched it, yeah,
celebrating,
that's
lad. I was like,
7-0.
at the end of the game, lad, he was running up to him, and I was like, leave him alone, lad, he's a nice kid.
Nah,
he's a
I was
nice
just
lad.
doing
And then he
dancing.
went up to him and he said, you're a nice person, but your team is crap.
I like you. You are nice.
Yeah, you are nice. You're a nice person.
team is shit. That was then. This is
Yeah.
now. We're shit now.
Yeah,
so
no, yes,
brilliant.
yes, we are. Football, we said it yesterday.
It's a
didn't we,
humbler.
Kennedy? Yeah,
It's a humbler.
it is a humbler. It is, as you've been able
I
to
just
tell by
like
the
to be
many
realistic.
reels.
Like I'm not delusional. I don't like to make outrageous statements and nah.
Because there is a few United fans that like to do that, as are
Flex.
Liverpool fans.
yeah, I mean, yes.
Also,
Not saying that Flex is delusional, by the way.
yeah.
Shout out to Flex, that's my guy. Not saying he's delusional, but yeah.
And I saw a video of you actually. I think someone asked you if you think you guys are back, and your answer was honest. I think you said you're on the right path, but you don't think you're back as to where you want you want to be.
Yeah.
But most of your fans were like, oh yeah, we're back, we're this. But
Nope.
I
No,
don't think
there's a
United
long
are
way.
actually back until they either win
the
a
league.
Champions
Of
League or
course.
Premier League.
There you
That's
go.
United.
That is
That's
what I
Man
said.
United.
back
mate.
means Fergie. Back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fergie back. Exactly. And we're
Going to
far
Old
from
Trafford
that.
and being
Far
terrified
from
of Old
that.
Trafford, that's
Exactly.
United.
That was clever by Trippier. You see that?
Yeah.
Fakes it, so they drop 10 and
He's
then
smart.
he whips it in.
Even when they asked me, do you think you can win the league? Are you in the title race? I said, nope.
Yeah, this
Nope.
quadruple talk was a bit mad.
Don't put
It was-
us
it
in
was
there.
a bit crazy.
We're
that
not ready.
quadruple talk.
We're not ready. Yeah, but you know, you're playing. I said, don't put us in there. We've got a few slip-ups in us. Then the 7-0 happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't believe. I still, whenever the word
That was out
quadruple
of
gets
nowhere
brought
there.
up, we were 180 minutes away from
Oh,
the
chance.
quadruple.
So, is it
People
Anyway,
actually
I'm going to the
realise that-
toilet.
Thanks, Doyle. 23 minutes in, bud. So,
Yeah, man. People don't realise a quadruple is hard to get, man.
in fact, it's not just hard, it's almost impossible.
Yeah.
No English team, I remind you, has ever done it.
Shows
Never.
you
You lot were
hard
close,
it is.
though,
And
man.
Liverpool last
You lot were
season
close,
were
man.
2 football games, 180 minutes away from doing it last
Do you
season.
see what I mean?
And that's why we're crap this season, because it all got on top of us and mental fatigue has come into it now. Like, because that, even for myself, lad, The last game of the season when City were losing 2-0 and it's the 70th minute. Are you mad? We're going to win the league, lad. And then we lose.
And then bang, bang, bang.
Bro, listen, I feel your pain, man, because City were actually losing 2-0.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Took a Coutinho goal as well. And Steven Gerrard was the manager, lad. You know what I mean?
It was written. It was written. It was written,
in the
bro.
stars.
It was written.
And then we had Real Madrid to get revenge
Get
on
up,
that. And
Rashi,
it just,
man. Get up.
yeah. Wasn't the story that Liverpool fans wanted or needed, actually, and the players. So that's why you're seeing such a down season this season from us, I think.
You know what? I hear it, man. I hear it.
Painful.
Because last season, you lot were good. And even when you lost the final to Madrid, I was gutted for you.
We were a better team in that final. Honestly, like we were talking about Real Madrid, I have a proper dislike for Real Madrid. And not because of their fans, and not because of their team, because they're fantastic.
Yeah.
And that's exactly why I don't like them. Because we can't beat them, and we just can't beat them. And it pains me soul. Respect them. Don't like it, though.
Yeah.
Really just don't.
I had a dislike for them as well, but that dislike turned into respect now.
Yeah, it's absolutely respect.
I like
Hold
them
my
a
hands
lot,
up.
man.
Respect is respect, lad. That's it. They are
I would
phenomenal.
choose them over Barcelona all day.
I've got to be honest, I do prefer Barcelona. Maybe not in modern years with the way they're selling all the soul and stuff like that, but yeah, you got to respect Real Madrid without shadow of a doubt, because they beat us every single bloody time. We've tried to get revenge that we should have got the revenge for, lad, and we never got the revenge, lad, and it was just crap, you know what I mean? And that's Liverpool's story with Real Madrid, buddy. 26 minutes in now, it's 0-0. It's been a good game so far.
Yeah.
Newcastle have had most of the ball. Does look like United can get a goal, though. They will be able to get one if Newcastle switch off. I think the referee's done all right in the game so far as well to manage it, because there has been some feistiness going on.
It's been all right.
We were talking about the battle earlier. You've got to keep an eye out for Anthony and Byrne. They are having a proper battle. Mismatch, tall v small, all of that.
But now they're swap sides, you know. I think they swap sides with Rashford.
Yeah.
Oh, he has.
Rashford's
Yeah, he
on
has.
right now.
Yeah.
So
I think,
that's where St. Maximum has to help him out.
Mark's
the
probably
pace.
told Rashford to target Burn and to go at him with pace and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's what he told
It
him.
makes sense. See, look, St. Maximum, you better get back, bro. Get back.
Yeah, he doesn't. That's
Rashford,
true.
that wasn't a good pass, man.
But now he can break.
Banners.
Rashford has to get back.
Banners. No, that was a
poor
bad
ball.
ball.
Well defended
And
there.
that's why I say I feel like we need a natural left back,
Yeah.
because that left back will give us a different
Who would you
option.
like?
I don't know, bro.
Tierney?
Nah, man, he's injury prone, but I've seen we're linked with him. Decent player, but he can't stay fit, man.
It's the problem, innit, lads? It's like Matip for us.
Yeah,
Brilliant
can't stay
defender,
fit,
like
man.
great, but just can't stay fit.
You know, if Barcelona get whatever expelled from the league or whatever, I'll take Boulder.
Yeah, he's very good.
left
Oh
back.
yeah, he's really good.
Rapid.
Yeah.
So I'll take him. Yeah.
But you know how Spanish players are, innit? They don't like to leave Spain. They want to
No,
stay there.
of course not, lads.
You know what I mean? Unless it's the top teams, then they'll probably come over. But
Torres left Madrid for Liverpool.
yeah,
58%.
Morientes.
Yeah. Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, there's a few Spanish players.
Pereira.
speaking
He's
of
got
which,
it.
he's doing a great job with Leverkusen.
He really is doing.
I
They
love
won
the way his
3-0
team plays.
yesterday.
Xabi Alonso.
Xabi Alonso's doing
Beautiful
a great
job
job
with
over
them
there.
guys. They're in the quarterfinals Europa League as well.
Yeah.
You could meet them at some stage.
He got Nagelsmann sacked.
Pretty much.
It's mad on that for me, you know. Absolute
crazy,
madness,
innit?
that, yeah.
It's crazy.
He's always strike me as he will be a manager one day.
So look.
Alonso, lad, he's too suave, he's too cool, he knows the game. The way he played football was like he'd been playing football for 50 years, lad. He could see everything on the pitch. He was unbelievable.
And look
He's
at the managers he's played under as well.
Yeah,
Benitez,
top ones, lad.
Mourinho,
Yeah,
Pep.
he picked up some stuff from there. Pep, yeah, I forgot about that. He's right.
Ancelotti.
Yeah. He's not buying
Some
wearing for a bit, lad. I
career.
forgot about that, yeah.
What a career, man. Retired right at
What
the
is this?
top.
Come on, man. How many fouls now?
Dalot, Farland.
The
Yeah.
only thing that I guess Liverpool fans had to go Alonso for was his lack of pace, maybe. But
Yeah, but
again,
that's hard.
when
He
you're that
didn't
good,
really
You know,
need
and,
that,
and
did he?
also that's not his body type, lad. His body
Yeah,
type
it's
wasn't
not.
to be quick.
Yeah.
It's just not his body type, lad.
Who is
You
the
don't ask
sat nav?
Pirlo to sprint down the line,
Sat
lad.
nav, innit?
You know what I
Exactly,
mean?
yeah,
Don't ask
exactly.
Pirlo to sprint, lad. You get him to
Tom.
ping at the ball across the wing.
yeah.
When I was growing up, lad, the saying was the football's always quicker than you, lad, so
Yeah,
pass
the
the ball.
ball's always
True.
quicker
Yeah.
than you.
Very true.
So get rid of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pass and move. Get,
Problem is, you don't
Yeah.
really like to pass.
no. Nah, I am a good passer, me, lad.
Freestyler, of course.
Yeah. I like the ball, lad, you know what I mean?
They're the worst, mate. Dribble, yeah.
Describing you. Me and Doyle play 7-a-side, 8-a-side once a week. And sometimes when he's running with the ball, I have to tell him to look up and have a shot.
Yeah.
And when he does that, more often than not, he'll score, but then he'll try and go back round the player that he's just gone round. Right.
Love to play
I
football.
always have to be behind
There's
you.
no
Pause.
communication
Pause.
there.
Come on. Make it count now. Make it count now. Do something for us. Come
Pause.
on.
Isaac to ASM. Up against Dallo, who's
He's
dealt
had
with
a lot
him
of the
fairly
ball.
well so
Lane shoot.
far,
He's
but
gonna
Willock
have
goes for goal. It's a corner.
Come on. Kieran
Corner
Trips.
to the tune, half an hour in. Come off the half an hour. Come off the man.
Come on, man.
ASM's
Come
had a
on.
lot of the ball this game, a hell of a lot.
Yeah, but that's him all the time, to be fair to you.
He likes the ball, doesn't he? Like what we were just talking about just now. He likes the ball.
And then that's why like Newcastle fans get on to him, because they feel like when he's on the ball, he doesn't do much of it. But he's always on the ball.
Yeah.
So you're getting on to him because he's the one that's getting us up the pitch.
Your creative players always get it the most because they're the ones that take the most risks.
Exactly.
And you don't win games without taking risks.
Exactly.
And
So-
that's super important. Like,
So
especially when there's
Corner
only a
comes
few
in.
creative players. You see.
Varane has
that
just
was mad.
saved De Gea there. I don't think it was a foul. De
Neither
Gea
do I,
asking
at all.
for a foul.
Completely misses the ball, goes over his head.
Misjudged the flight
But
there.
manages to clear it for him. He's a lucky man.
Still arguing with the ref. Dan Burn with the throw.
Looks like a nice day in Newcastle today as well.
It's probably still
I
cold,
bet
Yeah,
It is cold there,
Very
yeah.
decent, lad.
cold, bro.
but at least it's a
Not
bit of
raining.
sun.
Give him the ball, Bruno the ball anywhere in the pitch, bro.
He is marvellous to watch.
He's gonna pass it forward still.
On the
Yeah.
turn, he's brilliant.
He is. Bloody brilliant player, him.
And then another thing with Newcastle that we can't forget this season is how traditionally Newcastle have always had so many injuries.
Yeah.
But this year, that back five has pretty much stayed the same
Stayed the
throughout,
same.
which
And-
has led to having 10 clean sheets in a row. But I've just seen
Go on
that
now. Press.
no
There you
clean
go.
sheet in
for
7
it.
for Pope after 10 in a row before that.
Yeah. Oh.
He had a few bad.
What's going on, ref?
He made a few bad decisions, Pope, didn't he, in a few games, and I think it's affected his mentality, if I'm quite honest with you. But he's still solid, and that's what you need in a defence. You need your defence to play all season.
Yeah.
They're the ones that need to have the most connection, so they can know to shorten
Yeah.
them gaps, to close these little areas in the pitch, who to go and who not to go, and all that type of stuff. That's why a lot of back fours struggle
Easy,
at
sure.
the moment, like Liverpool's, for example.
Yeah.
It's always in and out.
Don't
I
go long.
always bring it back to Liverpool. I'm sorry, so sorry.
Carry it. There you go.
I was just going to say that, it's so clear that you two both. It's
a brilliant ball.
Support Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's me heart. lad.
Composure,
my
Bruno.
team.
Composure.
No, I hear it.
Cross.
Oh, the flight of the
deflected
ball
by
a bit
Burn.
more than
This is what I mean. That could have easily gone
in
in.
a goal. Yeah,
Literally.
That was good. That's
and all your
better
hard
now.
work that you've put in is just for
like,
nothing.
it's so and that happened in
Got lacking at the back there.
final as well. That it's just annoying that.
Oh, with Dan Burn, there you go. That's another reason for a natural left back right there. His positioning sense. He didn't know look over his shoulder then.
Pulling on the shirt there, Dallo, a
Yeah.
little bit. Bruno never loses
Yeah,
the ball,
doesn't.
does he?
He's
Bro,
brilliant,
Takes good
bloody
care
brilliant.
of it, recycles it.
And that's why Real Madrid won him,
Also, you know them players that have got the way. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There's a way to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a way. There's a style. Yeah, he's got that. He's got that.
He's got it.
He does it the way.
Oh, Willock, another shot for him. Couple shots in
Who's there?
a couple of minutes for Joe Willock. Do you see what I mean? His foot was dangerously close to hitting his face. I feel like
Crazy
footballers are a bit
tackle that we
naughty
just
like
seen
that.
there. Yeah,
They'll
mad
fall down and they'll try
tackle.
and kick you on the way
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
with their
yeah.
studs, but they'll claim, I didn't see
It
it.
wasn't even me,
That's a
bro.
pass.
Jacob Murphy,
No foul there. Good.
can he get a corner?
Yeah,
He can.
The
Pressure
longer
is
it stays
piling
0-0,
Yeah, it's worse for you.
getting a bit
Yeah.
just nervous because it's like they can just go up there and just score a shit goal.
you got to think about today. The attacking players aren't using much energy at the moment. So the second they are asked to use that energy, they might be able
yeah.
to do it. Lad, in the 70th, 80th
Wait.
minute.
Yes.
Long way to go until then, though, and let's see if you can get a goal, because I think you can. He's a play. Oh, whoa!
That was dangerous.
Nearly jinxed it
Very
for them then, no.
Where's our defenders?
Wow.
What the hell?
We're all getting back from the corner still.
What happened there?
Oh, wow.
Yasser
Bloody
says,
hell.
AGT, who is the Barcelona player you'd like to take? I think there's a
They're not
couple.
going anywhere. Okay, this is not going to happen. They're not
No,
going to
but
get...
just hypothetically.
Hypo-
Oh,
Hypothetically.
Newcastle. Okay.
Frankie de Jong.
100%. Yeah, I'll take him as well.
I like
Gavi?
Dembele
Here's
as
Gavi,
well.
lads. Give me Gavi and Pedri, both of
Pedri.
them, lads.
Gavi had
Gavi and
to
Pedri.
change his number back to 30.
I see that, yeah.
yesterday. Did you
God!
see that?
Kill him, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Off.
Blocked and headed away by United.
Go on.
But yeah,
Make
Gavi
it count
had
now.
to change his number. He was 30, then went to 6, and now because of some weird squad reason, he has to go back to 30.
Yeah, because I think they failed
Oh,
to
wow.
sign him
Marcus
off in time.
Rashford's feet.
So now I think he's now down to play with the youth teams now.
Yeah.
So he's not like a first team player
Yeah,
anymore.
that's what it is.
Yeah, because it's because of their financial situation.
Yeah.
They want to tie him down to a new contract, but they can't. So he has to go back to a youth contract,
Yeah.
which means at the end of the season, if they don't tie him down to a new contract, he's a free agent.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
That's crazy.
Why
Which
the
means
shirt
Liverpool, get a
I
bit
don't
in
know,
there,
I don't
lads.
know about the shirt
What's the
number.
shirt
That's-
number got to do
That's
with that?
weird
though?
as well.
I think it might be, so if your first team, you're going to get 1 to 11, 1
You
to
have to-
22, that's
yeah,
what
it's
you'll
one of
get.
those, yeah.
But after that, that's when you get the 66.
Trent
it's like
is
10.
66.
Yeah, but that's because he chooses to be that number.
I think the Premier League rules are different. Someone there to head it. Come on.
And also, we've seen, it's different that, because in the Italian league as well, you
They're
see
all
like 98 and 90,
98s and-
yeah.
Yeah, they got the weirdest
on,
numbers
Trips.
in there, man.
Napoli.
happening in the final.
Osman's
Ref.
99, isn't he?
Yeah, something mad number, yeah.
Go on, switch it.
Kvaratskhelia 77.
Yeah, remember Ronaldo had 99 at AC
Yeah,
Milan. That was weird.
Darwin 27.
I'm on edge, man.
Yeah.
Only in
To be
Italy.
fair, number 9 is becoming available for Liverpool this summer, as is the number 8. And the number 10 is still not filled.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Still, since
Wait, who
Mane
number-
left.
Mane, lad.
Oh.
Mane, yeah. Do you know what's the worst
Give
thing?
Diaz
about it?
10, give Nunes 9, and give
Nah,
Jude 8.
Yeah, Jude is the
Nah,
one that needs 8.
if Salah stays, give him the 10.
No, he wants 11.
Oh.
He does wear 10 for Egypt, though.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
But he's never wanted to change it.
He's not a number 10. He's definitely not a number 10. Oh, it's a penalty.
Oh.
Penalty to Man United, I think.
I don't think it is.
Okay,
you know,
wait,
I think it's a
I've
goal
got
kick.
to see this again.
Oh, no,
Goal
is it a
kick.
goal kick? Don't know what's happening here. Might be a VAR check.
This is what I mean, man. And Bruno Fernandes.
It is Bruno Fernandes,
I
though,
can't
so you
stand
never
it,
know
man.
with that kid, you know what I mean?
Oh,
I've got to see this again.
Let's have a look. We're looking at it now. Oh, it looks like absolutely nothing.
Real Madrid 6.
Jesus
Real
Christ.
Valladolid 0. Lucas Vázquez scores.
that's a stupid tackle, bro.
Is it a... Oh, I
That's
don't
a
know,
stupid
you know.
tackle.
Is this going to be a penalty or not? We'll see now.
Bruno complaining as per.
At least he's doing it with a smile this time.
Oh.
He's got big teeth though, so
No penalty. Play on.
no
goal kick.
penalty.
Cool.
As you'd expected.
I'm on edge sitting there,
Bruno
you know.
tackle.
See him throw his arm up in the air.
Yeah.
All right, decision taken. You've
we
got to
didn't get
move
that.
on now, Bruno. Honestly, just move on. Don't bitch about it. Just
Yeah, he's
move
going to
on.
play football now, lad. And there you go, he gets a
boys.
tackle in straight away. Good lad. Stop moaning, bro.
And this is what I don't like.
Oh, this is going to cost him a lot in his career, this type of
And you see,
behaviour.
if he keeps on doing that, that's him out of the game.
Especially as captain, mate.
But
He leads a
It shows
horrible
he cares,
example. I
though.
can't
No,
lie.
that's
As a
absolutely.
captain.
You need to
I
care. You need
agree.
to be passionate, but you also need to be professional.
There you
Because the
go.
rest of your teammates are
It
following an
rubs off.
example. Look at Jordan Henderson. He's not the best footballing player in the world, without doubt, but he's one of the best leaders. He has. He's
Yeah.
led this team to a Premier League, an FA Cup, a Champions League, whatever else.
Everything.
Yeah, everything. And he does it with professionalism.
Don't let him. Don't cut in. Oh, you see, when you cut in, you close the gap.
Don't let him
It's
shoot.
it.
Longstaff goes for goal!
Matty Longstaff nearly scored a screamer.
Great strike.
Or Sean Longstaff.
Just
Which one?
wide.
Which one is
Flashes.
it? Is that Matty or Sean?
Oh, Sean.
Sean, yeah.
It was Ace SM who cuts inside again. That's what he's been doing all game. Finds the layoff. Great first touch.
Oh, it's not far, that, it's very
Far
close.
off. Let's have a look.
Oh, he's unlucky. That's in.
It's
If
very
that,
close.
yeah,
He
very
was
close.
beaten.
The hair,
Look
yeah.
at him.
Few inches this
beaten.
side, lad. It's a goal. That.
Breathed out there, breath out from De Gea after that flash past him on the right hand
man.
side.
Yeah, this
Biggest
is
cheat
gonna-
in the league so far, says Alex AB. Clown Bruno, says Tawa Wayne. I hate Bruno, he's so annoying, says Kidge.
He makes himself out to like.
9
He really
shots
does.
to 1 in favour of
mad.
Newcastle.
I mean, that scored.
38 minutes in.
If you can see the
No
goal,
foul.
mate,
Oh, bro, do you know? Do you get
Yeah.
me? Do you get me? And
That's
that's what
pain.
I'm afraid of, because Man City game, we played them away and
Yeah.
we created so many chances.
just didn't
Oh,
take
look
it.
at
Wilson
that.
missed a
What's
sitter.
going on?
Brilliant
Where's our
from Bruno
midfield,
G.
man? Dallo.
Tell you what, Dallow's done all right today. He has. Oh, it's a good
nice.
flick from Anthony.
Brilliant,
nutmeg.
Anthony. I love that.
Another nutmeg. And
He's
the
got a ball
comes
in early
from
ball.
Dallot.
Oh!
And the
Nearly.
ball
No
will
penalty
go
though.
out
Definitely
for
not a penalty.
Oh,
a
good
throw-in.
chance, man. Good chance. That's better.
And that's the threat, isn't it? That's exactly what Man United do. They'll score a goal like that, and that's it.
Look at this.
Brilliant flick around the corner from Anthony. Through the
his
legs of
legs.
Baines.
Been done twice now.
Yeah, he has. Won't like that, Baines,
Ooh.
at all.
Oh,
He would not
unlucky,
like
man.
that.
Weghorst had to
I
break
think
his neck to get in
Dan
there a bit
Burns
more there.
making Anthony look better than
I
he is.
agree. It's what you said earlier in the game. It's mismatch. It really is. This is where you need a bit of a pace. You need some
Salah
agility
did
and
cook
nimbleness.
Burn in the first half
Yeah.
of that Newcastle-Liverpool game.
Did he?
He's not as nimble.
Scored
Yeah.
2, didn't he?
He's not as nimble as you'd
No,
like him to be on
Gakpo
the
and
team.
Nunes scored.
Yeah.
No,
He's
he
done
probably
incredibly
didn't,
well
to be
though. Ben has done incredibly well at
Of
left
course
back.
he has. Yeah, he
He's
has,
just
he has.
it's that turn. He's
Yeah.
just not. He's a little clunky with it. So you
Even
need
like for us as well, like when we're on the attack,
fair. Oh, wow.
wow, killer man.
Isaac, what a touch.
We just watched
man.
these.
What a touch. Alan Saint-Maximin
Oh,
comes
it's a
back.
chance! Oh! Missed it.
Bye.
Newcastle, chance after chance after chance, and they're squandering them all.
Big
Our
Oaks is
resident
left.
Newcastle fan has decided to go home because you can't be looking at this anymore. Wow! That was a proper chance for Joe Willock, and he's hit it over the bar.
At least 6 or 7 big chances.
Wow.
Look at his touch. The ball's spinning.
Isaac, wow.
brings it down on the halfway line, outside of the foot, finds Alan Saint-Maximin, who does quite well again, to be fair, ends up coming back inside, but it's Joe Willock with so much time. Luke Shaw is in the way, but it bobbles right before he hits it, guys.
I can't even watch that.
So much
Look.
time for Joe Willock to hit that. Does bobble, it does, but you
That
can
is-
still, you've got a time
Oh,
to
look at the
readjust.
That
Newcastle
is
players.
poor.
They know
That's
how
two
big a
chances
chance
now
that
he's
is.
missed, you know. That is 2 chances that
Joe
he's
Willock
missed
is
that
a
he should've
bum. Joe Willock has missed 2 now, says Ravantine.
Yeah, he has missed 2. Oh, yeah, the other one, the bounce came to him, didn't it, before? With the
Send him,
hair
send him.
saves.
There you go.
And he
And
again
Danny.
down the wing,
There you go.
Ben.
Burn and burn. Couple of step overs.
Oh, he's still got
and
the
it's a
ball.
corner.
Good defending
Well
from
done,
Ben.
well done,
Done
Anthony.
well.
It's been a good football match to watch this. Really has.
End to end. Mud pies, says Ahmad Doshan.
Ooh, Weghorst is holding his. He's holding
How
his waist there.
we're not winning this game, yeah.
Crazy.
Just holding his groin.
When that ball fell to him, I kept quiet
Yeah.
because I knew. Listen, you could miss this chance, you know, and he missed it,
He did, bro. He did.
and he missed it.
Oh, he's had some fantastic chances. If Newcastle don't win today, they're going to be kicking themselves.
It's gonna have to be a smash and grab.
This
for
is
us.
England, says it's coming for the Toons. Final score 2-0. Ball comes in.
Oh,
Chance Anthony on the volley, hits it over
a
and
chance,
wide.
though.
mad technique that he
Big
had with that
chance.
volley then. Over the bar.
That's a
Just
chance,
hit.
you know. Stifled
He
that
did
still.
what he could, but
A lot of time to hit that.
Just floated it
Yeah.
in the box.
Seized the ball for a long time as well, so he can get his kick on it.
Ah, come on.
That
man.
is a big chance.
Come
massive,
on,
that.
man.
He's watching the ball
Come
for a
on,
long
man.
time, you see.
He didn't really look comfortable with
He
that on
didn't.
his-
He decided he was going to hit it differently at the
Yeah.
end of when the ball nearly got to him.
I'm not sure.
He's had a
what
good
that trim
game though
is
so
saying.
far against Bain. I'll give him that. He has played well on that wing against
yeah,
Bain.
he's been
Not
good.
sure about that trim for Anthony, if I'm honest, but there you go. What do I
Typically
know?
Brazilian.
Yeah, they love that haircut, don't they?
They do.
Rashford will sucker punch Newcastle 2-0, says Kidge.
I don't think that is all the way off being true,
Alex
to be
says
fair.
probably a penalty off of a
Stop
Bruno or Rashford dive. But here's
Chop.
Alan Saint-Maximin up against
He's gonna
Dallo.
chop.
Cuts inside, finds
Big
Isaac!
Handball!
Can't be. Arms behind his back.
Yeah. I think we all shouted there.
Can't be.
Hold it.
He did have his hands right behind his back.
Oh, it's good from Bruno. Finds Anthony.
I should have took him his
Damn
Okay,
Bain
it's
taking a
Burn
little
again.
pace, giving him a little bit of space there so he's not so tight.
End to end this.
control.
Oh, he's messed it.
Anthony, yeah, he's not good. He's not good.
You just said he's
I'm
not
so
good.
sorry, he's not good. Ah,
Let's have a look at this one.
no, it's not handball. It's not.
Oh, and he definitely can't give that one.
Yeah.
No, that's behind
No,
his
to be
back.
fair, he was stood there with his arms behind his back.
He was giving it to Liam Gallagher.
It's another dodgy haircut as well, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's like half a
Some howler
haircut.
trims on
Yeah,
show
it's, like,
today.
it's almost like they started the haircut and then they just went, yeah, done now, lads.
Gotta get off, lads.
Yeah.
Come back next week.
It's a great ball.
McTominay does well. That's a handball, is it not?
Got pushed off the pitch.
Isn't it a bit mad that we almost know what's going to happen in the box if the ball touches your hand to the point where now defenders are walking around like this?
Yeah,
Like,
it's mad still, isn't
it's
it?
crazy, isn't
Which
it? Like,
throws your balance off a lot, you know. I don't
Yeah,
know if you've ever
'cause
tried to run when you're doing
you
this.
need
lads.
your arms, like, you know, stuff
Yeah.
like when players jump
Fake
and the
shoot
ball
or what-
touches your hand. Like, you
Yeah.
need your hands to jump with
Yeah.
your arms. What were you going to do?
Even like doing this now, yeah. If the guy fakes a shot, right, you're not ready to sort
To
of.
Yeah, to go
yeah.
to a different
Yeah, 'cause
direction.
you
like
need
it's-
hands for momentum.
But it's mad though. Luis Suarez, yeah, he used to deliberately kick it at people's hands. He used to do this thing where he'd come into the box, lad, and dink it, and the hands would be down the side. It hit the hands and we get pens. People, the dark hearts are real,
Dark
lad.
hearts, bro.
That's actually smart.
Hey, he's done it all the time, bro. I promise
He
you.
always nutmeg people as well.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, he loved to not make him.
Game,
They
man.
drop the shoulder and put it through your legs every time.
Yeah, he
Ask
loved him,
Aaron
mate.
what positions do United need to strengthen and who would he get? Says Raj. We've spoken about Harry Kane coming in, but
Yep.
is there a couple other names that you'd like?
Midfield, I wouldn't mind to try and go for De Jong again.
Yeah.
Have you no shame? Did work the first time.
Go and try and get him again. Goalkeeper Raya from
Had a
Brentford.
howler yesterday though.
Yeah, I know. Look mad.
What, a keeper?
Yeah,
He's been, do you know what though, to be fair to him, he has been brilliant.
I think he's
before
been
that.
very good
He has.
Well, it
for
keeps De
Brentford.
Gea out of the Spain squad.
Exactly,
He
so
does,
why-
he's brilliant.
Why not get him?
Yeah, but do you need a goalkeeper though?
I think we do.
Is it?
Despite De Gea doing well, I think we do.
As in, what, do you need a keeper to be your number one, or do you just need a keeper for competition?
For competition. Because
Okay.
right now there's no competition
Yeah,
for De Gea.
so then that's more of a want. Do you get me? Like, need, I would say, is a right back. Like, you need a right back to take you and a 9. That's a need.
Yeah, yeah.
It depends on what Wan-Bissaka wants to do at the end of the season. Does he want to stay? Does he want to leave?
That's a foul.
Yeah, that's a foul. Depends what he wants to do, but I would definitely say a goalkeeper because
Yeah.
this playing out from the back business with De Gea
Yeah.
is suicidal sometimes. Because
Yeah.
yes, he pulls off great saves, but
Yeah.
he puts himself in that mess in the first place.
Yeah.
And then he pulls off a great save, and everyone's like, "Oh, great save!" But
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? So I would say goalkeeper, right back depends on what Wan-Bissaka wants to do. Midfielder, I said De Jong.
Wait. Can I cut you off? So when you say depends on what he wants to do you not feel like you need one anyways?
Half time.
Dalot and Amro.
I think we do, but again, you've got to scout smart. You've got to really know who you want.
Yeah.
And I think in the Premier League or in the world, who's a quality right back that you can get right now?
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to think and I can't really think of anyone.
Yeah.
You're not going to go to your rivals and try and get those right backs, the likes of Liverpool, Chelsea. You're not going to go there.
Yeah.
So you have to go
Abroad.
look in the Premier League or look abroad.
Yeah.
Maybe Frimpong from Leverkusen. He looks all right.
This is why I like City's recruitments. I don't like the way they operate. I don't really like the way they operate, but the recruitments and stuff is marvellous, mate.
Yeah.
They get players like Zinchenko and the Gabriel Jesus's and the Diaz's, and I know they play for
Alvarez,
Benfica,
like-
isn't it? Alvarez, yeah, the
Yeah.
perfect one, River Plate
Yeah.
lad. Like, they're phenomenal little players
Yeah.
that no one else is really looking at, and they're up for the taking, like, and that's what I think scouting needs to get like now at the moment, because in certain positions there's just very few world-class players, because we don't look elsewhere, we don't look in South America, we don't look wherever else, and you know who does that brilliantly? Real Madrid.
Yeah.
We all know Real Madrid go to South America and go, gives all your Brazilians, lad.
Yeah.
That's what you do, lad.
no, but still though, like, not even there. Even Europe as well, like Tchouameni, Camavinga, you know, like
Young talent.
young players that's coming in, mixing them with obviously the experienced guys. It's brilliant, like, it's balanced.
Or Napoli with the, what's his name, Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah.
Oh, he's great.
How you say his name?
I'm not sure.
I'm not gonna, don't get me to do that again, bro.
I
okay?
just know they call him
I will-
Maradona.
I'm
That's
sorry if I butchered your name there, lad. It's a very
Mate.
difficult name for me. I'm Scouse, you see.
Yeah, but he's
His name
a
kills him
quality.
though.
So anyway,
Yeah.
first half's done, lads. How are we feeling about it? I'll go to you first. Man United's performance, how are you feeling about it so far?
Not great at all. I think Ten Hag might need to say a few words in the dressing room at half-time because it's not been good at all. Newcastle have clearly been the better team, better chances, more shots on goal.
Yeah.
In possession, we're not good. We're losing the ball too easily. We're trying to rush things from what I could see. Just trying to play that long ball to Rashford. No, be patient, build up properly. The goal will come if you play well. The goal will come. And to be fair, if anything, we're lucky to not be down 1 or 2-0.
You are very, very lucky to hear with some good saves,
Yeah.
and Newcastle just squandering a lot of chances. Is there any substitutes that you'd make for Man United going into the second half?
Probably take off Weghorst and bring on Martial because I can see he's
Martial.
on the bench.
Right.
Is he? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Probably do that. Maybe the link-up play will improve if he's on the pitch.
But in the air though, with Botman and Shaw and Dan Burn, obviously.
Big lads.
Big
Exactly.
guys.
Yeah. So it's clearly not going to work. So you have to chase something.
Yeah. I heard that.
So I would probably take off Weghorst and bring on Martial.
All right then. Moving on to your Newcastle. How are you feeling about the performance? I mean, we've seen how you were feeling before, lads, when you were walking up and getting off and that.
No, what it is though, yeah. What it is, because obviously like, this has been us, and this is why I say when people talk about Newcastle falling off, this has been our problem. We've played well, but we just haven't taken our chances. So I'm happy with our performance. We're on the front foot. We're winning the first and second balls. We've created the best chances.
Loads.
More shots on target, everything. But we should be up at least 2-0.
Yeah.
And that's killing us. And that's killing me. I'm sitting here, I'm on edge.
Yeah.
Because this is such a big game for us. You know, if we win this, we go third. And top 4 is in our hands. And
It is.
we're playing against a good team that's got quality players. And we've got to take these chances. Because I've seen this happen before against Man City in the cup final, where we have the better chances, but then we just don't take it. And then they just have one shot on goal and it's bang.
That's United for you, mate. That's the way they play at the moment as well. And you have dominated it. I think 2 of the big chances fell to Willock.
Yeah,
Would you keep him on the pitch still, or are you going to substitute? Any subs for you, mate?
Nah, because the only sub I would say probably is John Linton, and at some point maybe for Longstaff.
Yeah.
And I think Eddie Howe's going to do that.
Yeah.
Willock, obviously, I see what he does. Like, I like him.
Yeah, he
it's
is.
just I think when he's in front of goal, he just snatches at it. It's the same as Longstaff as well. Like his chance, like he didn't wait for the ball to
They're not composed.
land. You know, he rushed it and then like he sort of miskicked it. So that's why I say we need goal scoring midfielders.
You were
as well.
talking about this earlier, right?
man. So because the way we play, we flood the box, and our 2-8s they get forward, and it's bound for players, midfielders who like to score goals. But obviously our 2 right now, Willock and Longstaff, they don't taking the chances, and that's why it's 0-0. But overall I'm happy. But we should be winning this game, man. Literally.
Eddie Howe will be looking at this. This is the type of thing when we were talking about, no disrespect to Newcastle, this is what we were talking about when we were talking about the top 4, whether or not the lads that are on the pitch right now have the experience to get through these tough moments.
Yeah.
And for right now, in this first half, I know
Smashed.
dropping these points is bad. Like a draw is dropping points for you guys, and you'll feel bad about it. Like, so I think in the summer you definitely need to strengthen with them goal scoring midfielders, like you said.
100%.
I think you wouldn't be hard getting a 9 as well, getting another number 9 in there for you, because you just look at them, look at these chances. We're looking at them now.
Yeah.
De Gea in the first 16 minutes, mate, wonderful double save.
Yeah.
But Willock should definitely be scoring that. He should be,
Yeah.
mate. But you've had most of the ball. Sean Longstaff's doing all right.
Most of the ball, the better chances, the most chances, most shots. Honestly, we need to wake up, man.
Man United, yeah, he's just suffering at the moment. Oh, that Dan Burn chance as well.
That one was going in.
Very, very close.
Question from Rami in the comments, a super chat. What would be more impressive considering the context of where both were at the start of the season, the Eric Ten Hag treble or the Arteta winning the league?
Very good
Say that again,
question.
What would be more impressive considering the context of where both were at the start of the season? Would it be the Eric Ten Hag treble or Arsenal winning the league?
But what's the trouble though? So it's
Europa League, League Cup, FA Cup. Which is, it's like,
That's
it's
mad
like
though.
a BTEC treble, innit? I know what you mean.
That's mad.
It's still a treble,
Yeah.
it's a treble, and I'd be celebrating like mad if I won that treble without a doubt.
Because
But
you sort of did that as well
last season, yeah.
Double, innit?
But we also, yeah.
I think if Ten Hag did that in his first season, I think that would be more impressive than Arsenal winning the league, because Arsenal have kind of been on that trajectory to win the league and to be a better team.
I don't know
Not
about
to win the league,
Not to
though.
win the
Get
league,
in the top 4, they're in the trajectory to...
It's a very good question.
To do that.
Yeah, it is.
So
a
it's
good,
Ten
great
Hag's
question.
first season with his new team, and he's done exceptionally well. However, he has had big scorelines as well where he's lost. So he's conceded 7 at Liverpool, 6 at at City. Like,
Arsenal winning the league.
4
But-
at Brentford.
You think?
Yeah, because you guys have spent money on Casemiro and bought in,
yeah.
spent money on players over the past couple of years.
Yeah.
Ronaldo?
You've just not had the correct manager to make it work. Sancho, all these guys. Arsenal now, they've had to invest in the youth as well. Obviously, Saka.
One of the youngest squads in the league.
Ben White playing right back. Arteta's coming in. He's changed the whole thing, and then winning the league above Man City, who have killer man. Holland, these guys up top, and obviously them just having, honest players and honest signings in Zinchenko and Jesus. I think Arsenal doing it, winning the league after so long, is mad still. And I still believe there's doubt in me as to whether they can do it. But since the last 7 games that they've won, because people doubted them to say,
all season,
come
we doubted.
March they'll fall off, but they're winning. This is the time for them to fall off, but they won 7 in a row.
Yeah.
Literally. And the game against Leicester and Aston Villa, those games, Bournemouth, for me was that these men are serious.
Yeah,
Like,
they
they're really,
want
really
this.
serious. Yeah.
The mentality is ridiculously dangerous for everybody else in the
Serious,
Premier League at the moment, and it's because of players like, in my opinion, Zinchenko has been one of the biggest signings they could have made because he's a winner. He knows how to win the Premier League, and he knows how to get his players motivated. He's got energy. He's also a quality footballer as well.
Leader as well. Vincent N in the chat saying Toon should be 2 up.
Yeah, definitely.
Latif saying Newcastle cannot score. United sleeping according to Ice G.
Yeah.
How aren't we 3 up? Saying Craig.
Yeah.
Sancho and Martial for McTominay and Veg, says Mohammed.
It's one of them as well. Do you know, sometimes in a game like this, the more you don't score, the less likely you are to. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
because you're so frustrated and you're, like what you said, snapping at the chances. I just want to
score.
score. So you just try and rocket everything into the back of the net, and just got to take your time and be composed and know that you're a good enough side. But this has been the problem with Newcastle, right? The goal scoring side of it. You just need to get better in these pressure moments of scoring these goals. That's when you'll win the cup finals and the Premier Leagues or whatever else. So I am worried about you still, like, but
how big a miss is Miggy Almiron, and when's he back?
He's out, I think, for the next 4 weeks. I think he had a thigh injury or hamstring injury, but it's muscular injury, so he can't be rushed. He's a miss, but we have Murphy, who's a Newcastle fan as well. He's honest, so he's probably like them guys that's honoured to be there. So he's gonna play his complete heart out.
Yeah.
And that's what we've been doing all season. So I think Murphy's okay. He obviously defends and he suits the way Eddie Howe wants to play. But going forward, I think obviously in terms of creating chances and taking our chances, Miggy is a big miss.
Yeah.
Head saying these London Newcastle fans suddenly coming out the woodwork since the Saudi money.
Bro,
wow.
Do you know what? That's fine because I know what I've been through. Innit? Like you can't take away my pain.
Of course.
I've seen my team go down twice, innit? And also follow me on Instagram, @BigUgs_. You will see the picture that's pinned there, myself and my twin in our Newcastle shirt, age 5 years old. So there you go then.
There you go. You pay 50 million for Gordon, but still play Murphy and Willock over him. Okay, says Ice G.
Do your research.
Fair play.
It's 40 minutes first and foremost.
Are Newcastle favourites for top 4? Asks M578. We've already spoken about that. No shots on target for Man United. First time this season. Craig Lee reminds Aaron.
It's never an easy place to go to, St James's Park, for nobody or
Apart from
anybody.
Again.
Yeah, apart from Liverpool. And I'm not even doing that to brag, like,
No,
I
it's
don't know
just
how
a
we won
fact.
them games, lads.
No, neither do I. Arsenal have been one of the biggest spending clubs in the last few years, says Stev Runs. United have spent more money. That's talking about the achievements of Arteta and Eric Ten Hag. Aaron, Qatar or Sir Jim, asks Raj.
Qatar, all day.
What's the question?
Qatar or Sir Jim Ratcliffe?
Oh, Qatar, of course.
Qatar all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could bring in players like Mbappe, for example, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Because obviously the money's there, and obviously you're still that club.
Facts.
So if you, and that's
not just that as well.
scary.
Like I'm looking at the way Sir Jim Ratcliffe, he's running the other team he owns, Nice in France, and it's not good at all. It's not good at all. There are too many similarities with the way we've been treated in the past years since Fergie left. They've struggled to keep a manager for longer than 3 years. We've struggled with that. They haven't appointed a sporting director until recently. Same thing with us. They had the money, but spent the money on the wrong players. Guess what happened at Man United? So there's too many similarities for me to go, yeah, I want this guy.
Haven't Nice got one of them managers as well that hasn't got full qualifications? And
That's
Reims and Nice. I know we're talking
Nice
about
as well.
Will Still. We're talking about another lad who's not lost in 12 games, and he's not a professional coach, and they have to pay fines for him as well.
See, and
please look it up. It's not just
'Cause
Will
they
Still.
sacked,
Say you're the lad as well.
Ross Barkley's still there.
Ross Barkley's there, Aaron Ramsey's there, Peter Schmeichel's there. Do you look at
Kasper
the type
Schmeichel.
of... sorry.
I was going to say, he's
Kasper
pushing,
Schmeichel's
pushing
there.
I mean,
60.
that's a bit mad, that one, lad.
Do
Yeah.
you see what I mean? Like, the money's there. Like, don't get me wrong. Jim Ratcliffe has got money, but they're spending it on the wrong profile of
Yeah, it doesn't
players.
matter how much dough you've got, lad. If you don't spend it well,
If you don't have a
spend it well.
project in place, and again, no sporting director. Like, these are all things we've been through. So you've been through bullshit. You come out of bullshit, and you want to go back to the
Gotta
bullshit.
learn from it.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Don't be
You've already
silly.
bought the Di Maria, Ibrahimovic.
Falcao's. Like, we've tried all that, man.
Yeah.
No,
But
He
question-
didn't
wanna
do it
go
with
back to
Ronaldo as well.
But if he was the only person like coming in,
still wouldn't want him.
is it?
Nah. Nope.
Fair play.
Ty Junior says Sir Jim will fix it.
Oh, don't
So,
say
what's
that,
that, sorry?
lads.
What did he say?
He said Sir Jim will fix it. You get the reference?
Moving on, bud.
Jimmy Savile.
So,
Shouldn't have to explain it.
Quick
Super chat.
Go on.
Gareth Staunton, £20. Very generous
Wow,
of you, my
thank
friend.
you very much.
Since the advent of the Premier League, Spurs have spent more money than Arsenal. So all these uneducated trash talkers who think Arsenal spend loads of money, do your own research. Using your line. There you go.
Yeah,
Come on,
fair play.
Toons. I want to see a certain why to sob into his pillows. Don't know what that means.
A certain who?
It says YTER. Not too sure what that means. We need to sack Potter. Absolute joke, says J Lee 30.
This is the new Chelsea. Get used to it, guys, because that's your team right now. You just
Big
spent
stream on
600 mil.
Tuesday night as well on DR Sports for the
Huge.
Chelsea
Yeah.
Liverpool game.
I'll be
Myself
there.
and Doyle will be here.
Yeah.
Looking
Who's going
forward
to be
that
the
one.
Chelsea representative?
Good
Don't
question,
know.
actually.
I hope it's Matisse.
No, it won't be.
No?
him.
It won't be him.
He'll
I like Matisse,
He'll be doing
man.
his own.
Yeah, I
shit.
like Matisse.
Yeah, man, he's
that's
he's
my
the
guy,
only
man.
person that's back Newcastle, man.
Yeah,
My-
big up him.
My brother in oil.
That's only.
Hang on, I was supporting you in the final.
That's only
Yeah, man,
because
but
Chelsea
that's
aren't nowhere
the
near him.
final, though. That's
Oh,
different.
come on, man.
That's different.
I might as well have been wearing a black and white shirt that day.
Newcastle and Liverpool are closer than Chelsea and Newcastle, lad, believe me. That's just, it doesn't make sense to me, that lad, it really doesn't. But anyway, yeah, second half's about to start soon. So going into the second half, score
YouTuber.
predictions, are we going to stick with what we got at the start of the game, or are we going to change them? Going to you first.
I'm going to change it. I'm going to go for 1-0.
1-0 United.
1-0 United.
Smash and grab.
Smash and grab, bro, because
I'll-
we've not been playing
I'll
well.
be so pissed off if that.
I would be if I were you as well,
I'll be
lads.
so pissed off.
That's the opposite of what you want, right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
What did I
and-
say at the
yeah.
start?
2-1, you said?
2-1, yeah.
After 2 at Newcastle.
I said 2 on Newcastle.
I said 1-1, I'm going to stick with me 1-1.
I'm still going 2-1, but this is mad to say, but I'd rather us not play well and be 0-0 in than play well and have these chances.
Yeah, of
and
course.
because now it's like you're saying, the pressure to score now is growing. And,
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
You know, but I'm still going to say 2-1. We just need to keep going. Don't let them grow in a game, because I feel like there was a bit in the first half, like after our first wave, they got on the ball a bit more, and then they come
Anthony down the wing against
Yeah.
Bayern and that.
Yeah, so we can't let them grow in the game, and we just need to take like one chance and then do what we do best, defend.
Yeah, which you do very well. Very, very well.
So
First goal, as always, the cliche saying, is going to be very important.
yeah,
Facts.
Killer man Isak to score. Come on, man. Come on,
Well,
man.
he's not been the killer man today. He's missed a couple of chances so far. 11 shots for Newcastle, 2 for Manchester United. As we said just a minute ago, no shots on target in the first half for United. The first time that's happened this season.
I think Ten Hag will have definitely had a go at the United players going in there. He will not be happy with their performance,
Yeah.
without a shadow
I'm
of
just we're just literally about to kick off now for the second half, but just a message coming in
a doubt.
from
Here we go,
this
second half's kicked off.
broadcasting website that I'm using to get updates.
Ooh.
And it says, Anon. So this is an anonymous Man United fan who says, I'm a massive United fan and think Fernandes is a brilliant player, but I'm also a grassroots referee and I'm fed up of the abuse we receive every weekend, not being helped by people setting an appalling example like Bruno having petulant temper tantrums whenever decisions don't go their way. Same with managers Pep and Arteta constantly raging about decisions. In what other job can you act so unprofessionally and not get sacked or severely disciplined?
Very, very
It's
fair.
a very interesting perspective.
Yeah,
I always
very
say that, you know what, I always say
As
this.
a United fan as well, he is.
One of the most difficult positions on the pitch is the referee.
Corner. or
Genuinely.
foul. Trippier.
Outside the box here for Newcastle. Referees have to deal with a lot, mate, without a shadow of a doubt. And
They deserve it, though.
they, most of the time. No. I think they
Well,
are human
yesterday
beings and they're going to make bad decisions, especially at a grassroots level when they don't have things like VAR or assistants or whatever else to help them.
Or paid.
Yeah, or even pay.
Yeah, exactly.
Or even money, lads, you know what I mean? A
security.
little bottle of water or something.
Security as well.
Like,
Yeah.
if you try and run on the pitch here, a couple of man will take you down. If you go up to a ref and punch him on the Hackney Marshes, you could probably do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to respect our referees that love the game just as much as us, and that's why they're referees.
But make the right decision, you rat.
Yeah, and it better be for me.
I know, it's,
Be on my side.
I know it's easier said than done, but you know you gotta respect the ref sometimes. It's
Hard
it's
work,
not
lad.
an easy job, man.
Hard work.
And when
man.
you're giving it all this every 5 minutes, it's like...
You got to stay composed, haven't you, as a referee? You can't have
have
any
to.
emotional anything. You've just
Come on,
got to
Chips.
stay
Come
very
on, Chips.
composed.
Come on, Chips. Come on.
Trippier with the free kick.
Oh, it's a waste. Whoa, that looked like it knocked him out a little bit, you know.
Yeah, he only really
Did-
needed to
yeah,
flick
yeah,
that
yeah.
one, did Shaw. But it's absolutely knocks him to
Rattled
the
him.
floor.
Yeah.
This guy's been the glass, man. He is Shaw, yeah.
Well,
He's
not this
injured.
season. You better touch wood.
No,
because
you're
now he
right.
might be.
You're right, but bro, any small thing, he's out.
Nah, control the game, manage the game, waste a minute or two, get your old conscious head back on.
Wow, that must have really hit
That
his
knocked
head,
him out, yeah.
You could see it when he headed it. He was like, wow.
Look at Dan Burn just laughing.
Never want to see players down like that.
Tony
after
Martial
everything
and Jadon Sancho warming the bench there. Martial always just looks like his facial expressions.
I love that facial expression.
It's just always like
What,
chilled,
Bev?
hella chilled.
What do you want, Bev?
I mean, yeah, literally, yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? He's always chilling. Apparently,
what's
he's
your thoughts on him though? Like what did you think about him and his
He'll end up
career
at Newcastle.
Like,
since he came,
yeah,
very up and down.
It's been 8 years now.
It's been 8 years.
8 years at United. Wow.
Especially with the numbers, consistency-wise, it's not been the best.
he had one season where he scored probably like 20 goals.
I think it was the
14.
COVID season, if I'm not wrong.
Oh yeah.
Under Ollie,
Yeah.
when him and Rashford were firing, that
Yeah.
partnership was really good. But apart from that,
Yeah.
it's been really up and down. I like him personally as a player, the
Yeah.
way he plays, his certain attributes that he has, holding up the ball, his technique. But
Yeah.
again, this season the injuries have added on top, and it's tough, man. And I don't blame people for wanting Martial to get sold. But
Mate, he's been way off it, man.
yeah,
Like,
he's been way off it. You have to be honest and say it. But yeah, it all depends on what Erik ten Hag wants to do with him. And from the likes of what I'm hearing, every time he talks about Martial, he's just praising him the
but
whole
it's
time.
weird because of how he plays. It's obviously on the front foot pressing, so that's why he's got Weghorst in there.
Yeah,
Martial doesn't do that for you, so
yeah. Martial's more
Where's
of
the
like
praise coming
drop
from?
deep and link up play with Rashford and whoever the other winger is. So yeah, it depends on what Ten Hag wants to do. But for me, I think his time's probably up at Man United.
Yeah,
100%.
still got a year on his
It's-
contract.
His time's probably up.
When you're in the
27 now. Still got a year on his
that
contract.
means he can
Yeah,
go
so
this summer then.
He can go this summer or
Yeah.
choose to stay, but he goes on a free. Bruno, that was meant for Rashford, man. You didn't need to touch that.
One thing that Ten Hag has done brilliantly, and I'll give him credit for this, is when you're doing a rebuild, lad, gotta be ruthless. Got to be ruthless, and he
Yeah.
has been. He got rid of one of the biggest stars in football the world has ever seen, and was like, it's just not right for me, lad. So you can't stay here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And he's gonna have to do that with the rest of the players, like Martial. He's gonna have to be one of the not dead wood because he's not a bad footballer, but you're not the player that I need for my team and my system, lad. So I'm gonna have to move you on so I can get someone in.
And that's what they did at Arsenal. Aubameyang, Lacazette,
Yeah,
all
just
these
shifted
guys.
them on,
Yeah.
lad.
know, just
At some point, you
Yeah.
just have to move him on.
Yeah, you do.
You have
It's
to.
sad, like I'm bringing it right back to Liverpool for the 75th time. That's what Liverpool are doing at the moment. Now we're getting
Yeah.
Bobby's leaving and that, lads. You know what I mean? We've got rid of Man, but didn't get rid of Manny. Manny wants to leave.
Yeah.
You know, like it's
Just
gotta
on
do it.
Martial, right? I wanted to lend a bit of perspective. So he has played 184 times in the Premier League. Let's call it 180.
Okay.
Scored 59 goals. Let's call it 60. That's 1 in 3. Plus he's got 28 assists. Let's call it 30.
no. Just give it the actual numbers.
Sure,
though,
but what I'm saying is if you round them all to the nearest, it's
Right.
better than 1 in 3 in terms of goals and assists per game,
right.
which isn't the worst. It's a goal every 3 games, and if you add the assists,
Which is why
It's
he's
a little
still
bit
at
better as
United.
well.
That's exactly why he's still there, lad. Because he's got attributes and he's got things to offer. He just hasn't been the play. Everyone thought he was going to be Thierry Henry, lad. When he first came to Liverpool, he skinned Skirtle and he scored that goal against us.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, he's going to be the next Thierry Henry.
That's it.
And he didn't live up to that, lad. So that's what happens when you go to a big club too early. That's literally what happens, lad.
He was
You
19,
listening,
you know.
Yeah, he's 19
He was
years old, bro.
19 when he
And
came.
everyone's like wanting him because United at that point as well, it fell off.
How much
He
was it they
massively
paid?
fell off.
35 wasn't that?
No, I think
No, it was
he
like
paid something
70
like
or
50 or 60 or something.
For Martial?
Yeah.
Yeah, from Monaco.
50 mil?
Yeah,
Monaco time ago.
something like that.
I thought it was like 35 million.
And there was there was that famous Ballon d'Or clause as well in the contract.
Yeah. See, that's the point, though. That's the point, lad.
Oh,
Yes, Anthony.
Saint Max.
Was that in Mbappe's contract, do you reckon? The Ballon d'Or? Because they must have looked at him and went, hey,
I don't know
58
actually.
million it was.
50 million.
Yeah, 58. Yeah,
Mad.
yeah.
mad
Yeah.
that.
Big up to all you
him
guys still in the chat.
On FIFA when he was at Monaco, he was just like the wonder
Rapid.
kid. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, Wonder Kid. Yeah.
That Monaco side was brilliant. When
Brilliant,
you have
innit?
Fabinho, Mbappe, Lamar,
Silva.
Berbatov.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, what a side.
marvellous football
That
team.
Champions League game against Arsenal
Oh,
really.
the one against City.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
3 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Falcao scored that dink.
Dink.
for the
Oh,
shit.
that was
wow.
rude.
Bernardo
What a
Silva
one.
was playing. That was a
Yeah.
great Monaco team.
It
wasn't
was, lad. It was brilliant.
Fabinho
That's
taking
a-
the pens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he never missed him. Never missed him, lad.
No.
Hey,
That was when I liked Bernardo
How
Silva.
about what's his name was there as well? Was it Lamar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thomas Lemar.
Thomas Lemar.
Mendy was there as well.
Is he still at Atletico?
That
Lemar?
team really did get ransacked,
Crazy,
didn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, they got
no.
torn apart.
Yeah.
Literally that summer,
Wow.
everyone left. Yeah.
Yeah, but that happens though with teams, isn't it?
Ajax. When they
Ajax
got to
is
the semi,
same, yeah. Ajax
Every-
is same.
just go, giz him, lad, giz
And
him.
it's going to happen to this season to
It's actually
Napoli as well. Like,
Yeah,
I think
that's what
it
happens.
might happen to Napoli. I think as well. I think the only one that might stay, the only two probably are Maradona and Osimhen.
Yeah.
I think those two will stay. The rest,
I like.
Oh, no, it's just hilarious. They love Maradona, don't they? Over
Yeah,
there,
they
lad, they
do.
love him. And
Yeah.
why not? Like, he's the club legend.
They've named their ground after
Yeah.
him, haven't they? Innit?
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah,
Diego
their
Armando.
stadium.
Yeah, the ground's named after him.
Uh,
Rafael.
Wow. It's a
Bavesh with the comment here. I'm not even watching the game because I'm enjoying listening to AGT and Doyle so much. Big up to
Oh.
Aaron and Ugo as well.
Thank you very much.
Big up,
lad.
man.
Come
Big up.
on. Wheezy F Baby says this channel is now AGT Sport. I wish it was, man. I wish it was.
That angle of that, yeah.
Yeah, it looked like it was a
Yeah,
goal,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
it wasn't.
I don't know if you get that sometimes.
I'm not
Yeah.
shouting until I see the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah. Fair play,
I'm done
lad.
with it now.
But then you have to wait for VAR and then you can shout.
Yeah, oh, that's the
Do you
worst
get
thing
that?
about football
That's the
nowadays. Like,
worst,
you
man.
celebrate a goal and go, oh,
If we
wait.
score, yeah, and it goes to VAR, and they say no goal, I'll
It's
be pissed.
pain,
bro.
lad.
I'll be fuming.
Pep
I'll be
Guardiola
fuming.
in it. On
But
the
here is a
sideline,
big
falling to your
chance
knees.
though for Newcastle. It's another corner. Can they get the delivery right this time?
Come on, boys.
They've got the big
Come
man
on,
in the
man.
box. Not him,
55th
but
minute. Yeah, I mean,
the centre backs. Centre backs,
to
Isaac.
ASL.
Look at the height in that team.
Yeah.
Four big lads
Look
there.
at Shorty Payne there, lad.
You know,
That is a
Whoa.
mismatch. If
Why are you
Jacob
taking
Murphy
it?
can find
Where's
Dan
Trippier?
Burn here.
Where's Trippier?
Oh, they've
Oh,
gone short.
That's why.
No,
That's
don't
why.
do this.
That's
Short.
why. That is
Oh.
why.
Unless you want to shoot.
that is a bad idea.
I don't mind that. And it's a
He
goal
tried,
kick.
that was in the training ground that way, innit? That
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, you could tell.
Yeah.
It
Should
didn't
have just
quite work
whipped it
out.
in.
It didn't quite work out.
I
That's
mean, I hear
one too many passes.
I
there.
do hear practicing your corner routines on the training ground. I hear that. But for me personally, you leave yourself exposed. The defence can step right out straight away and it leads to this situation. Whereas if you whip it in, of course you can still get broken and they can counter. But if you whip it in, it's the best option from a corner, surely.
I agree.
Look at us winning
Every
the first
time
and
you've
second
got to
balls.
whip it in.
You're not giving the team a time to readjust or to make
Blaming.
the decisions.
Keeper's worried.
What are you? Oh, okay, good.
Those fine moments,
Give me
man.
a wall.
You start running down the wing.
Where's
there.
Rashford, by the way?
Anthony.
Oh, it's there.
Switch it.
It's there. I see.
Oh,
McTominay
come on,
brings
man.
That's where
forward.
McTominay's is not his strongest point. There is
Exactly.
He
We're
should
winning
have
the ball
delivered
back
that ball.
quick.
He can do
Too
everything
late.
before that.
Yeah,
But then
he's
pass it to
instinctive,
Bruno.
lad. He's very instinctive. That's
Yeah.
what type of player he is. But he's not composed, so he can win the ball back and he can have a quick little pass off to somebody. But when it comes to making a decisive, yeah, this is the moment, lad. He doesn't know when
Yeah.
to do it.
Fewest
Weghorst.
touches this match
Weghorst.
without Weghorst with 7.
Nick Pope
Even
has
Nick
had
Pope
more.
Oh,
has
Reece,
more
I
than
love
double that with 15.
Wow.
Rashford only 22 touches. Little head ups here from Willock.
Oh, he's left the
Easy,
ball
easy,
behind
easy,
him.
easy.
You need that, mate. You need that.
I think 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We should bring on a sub, man. I'll
Switch
bring
it.
on
Switch it.
Joelinton.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'd bring on
60th minute.
Big
Yeah,
J.
Oh, you got
7.
space now. Go on.
give him some
Go on,
opportunity
Luke.
to make an impact.
Trippier. Can he?
Rashford here on the wing.
Tabs on Rashford. That's his 23rd
dangerous.
touch now.
Dangerous.
Bruno.
Dangerous.
Swings it out.
Why is no one
here
trying to
to
win
This is
that?
Weghorst.
dangerous.
Come on,
This is
come on.
dangerous. This
Come
is
on.
dangerous.
He's
This
gonna
is
shoot.
dangerous. It's not dangerous.
Well,
It's light work.
Got to
Shot on
work
target.
it. You've got to work it wider and get the cross
Yeah,
in.
that was too
Yeah.
far out to have a shot like that.
What's the
Far
point
too
of
far.
Anthony cutting in if you've got Weghorst in the box?
Yeah, but that's what happens when you play like a left-footed winger on the right-hand side.
They always want to
Yeah.
cut in, don't they?
Yeah, so
Ooh,
that's part of the game.
well played, Shah.
Flick it on, man. Don't lose it there. Don't lose it there. Don't lose it there.
Good
Oh, he's done
lad.
really well,
He
Jacob
has.
Murphy. Can he find
Hey,
the
behind,
pass
go back,
now?
just pass it.
He's
Give it,
dragging
Give it.
Lisandro
That's
Martinez
it. Follow up, give it,
really
give it, give
wide.
it.
Free kick.
You've got to give
does
it there,
well
man.
to get the
You've got to
ball.
give it
Well
there.
done. Well done.
Does well to get back.
Yeah, Murphy needed the ball back there, didn't he?
Yeah, man.
What's the thing on his arm?
I was literally just going
What
to
is
say.
that?
What's
And
that?
the other
Yeah.
arm, his
No, the
wrist.
thing on his
Um,
arm.
I don't know.
man.
Pogba used to have that as well in his
It's
last
fashion,
season
innit?
before he left.
It's
I
just
don't
a
know.
fashion, lad. It definitely is.
fashion. It's like the players that have the little white tape wrapped around there. You're not using that to wipe sweat off your brow. That's just because you like
It's
it.
Worst
true,
part
yeah.
is it's tape like,
Assistant
on
manager.
your fingers. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I'm like,
You're not a
I'm
boxer.
trying to do this.
Oh my
Shot
word.
again. Share.
flashes past the post.
I missed
Big
that
Uggs
one.
was
I missed that one.
He
deep in
scored a
a...
few screamers here, hasn't he?
Yeah, he loves having a little
Shot
step
him on
forward
that
and
shot.
having a little
He
ping.
loves it.
Bash.
Daniel Agger.
Oh, keeper was beaten there. Keeper was rooted.
Bash.
Oh, it's just a little bit close to his body when he
rooted.
strikes it.
I like this Prem ball. I like this one. I like the one with the pink on it.
You gonna get it?
It looks nice.
Little 20 quid version.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
One for striking.
We need some new balls in here. Do you know what? The balls change so often now
Pause.
that by
Yeah.
yeah. Pause.
No. Pause.
Big pause. Big pause. Big,
Yeah.
big pause. And we'll just pause that.
You love these comments, innit?
They slip out sometimes. Man. It slips out. Pause.
Blimey.
And it's always Robbie that gets caught.
No, it's
Always
I
rugged.
get caught, man. Huge erection.
Do you know what?
I got baited.
Remember that one, lad?
What is going on
Huge
here? What is this?
erection.
What's that?
He got
What'd you say?
baited out by one of the comments,
Someone
lad.
sent in a comment and their name was Hugh, middle name G, last name Rection, and I read it out.
He's Rection.
Yeah, so I got done there.
Oh! Well, gee, that's a load
He's
of
got to
madness.
come off, hasn't he? Surely. Hey,
Come on.
Come on,
We can't lose
man.
the ball there.
Oh,
Oh,
that
that's
was
nice.
nice, that.
Dallow on the ball. Bring back total 90 balls. Yes,
Oh,
Tom.
yes.
yes, one of the
please.
circles
The
on
three circles, and that's
rings.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
3 rings.
Bash.
Light
Legendary
blue
ball.
one.
Legendary
Bash.
ball.
Gerard
Legendary
all
ball.
over.
Henri all over.
Gerrard.
Lauren Robert all
Get a
over.
corner, get a
No,
corner,
Henri all over.
corner.
Henri all over, man.
Corner.
Ah.
There you go.
Do you know who else
Well
it
done,
reminds me of, and I hate it? Drogba.
Yeah.
I hate that. 'cause
Sancho coming
I don't
on
like
here.
Chelsea at all, lad, but Drogba was
Martial
so
coming
good.
on as well. It also reminds me of Lampard.
Lampard, yeah. Scholesy.
Yeah.
Is
Two changes coming up.
Is this the one that has the circle around
Yeah,
it?
the
Yeah.
rings, yeah.
Yeah.
Simple
Quality.
design, but very
Lovely.
effective. And players used to position the ball so they would whip
ring,
it and
yeah,
they'd
hit
see
the
the
ring,
ring
yeah,
just
that's
go
it.
perfectly.
Yeah.
Gerard used to do that all
Go
the time.
faster, lad.
That ball itself, it changed how they started to make balls, innit? Like,
Yeah, it was different.
It was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
T90 Aero 2, that ball.
Oh!
Oh, I saw that going in. Oh, my heart jumped there.
Hello, yeah. United nearly getting a goal there. Out of nowhere. From a free kick.
Anthony is such a predictable one-trick pony. We need a proper winger next year, saying Raj. United's midfield is dead in this game, says M5.
Oh.
And De Jong will never join that dead team, says Just the Lost Cause.
Well, Barca will get rid of him eventually because they need the money.
Also, United actually beat Barcelona this year twice, so there we are.
They'll need the money at some point. They
Real Madrid are 12 points
12
behind
points.
Barca, and we couldn't beat Madrid.
you can only
That's
sell.
weird, you know.
Ain't
That,
it?
that is so weird to me.
Painful,
Like how
lad.
It should literally be the total opposite.
it's weird.
You can only sell your
Great
TV rights
pass.
for so long.
I feel like when anyone mentions Madrid, it just gives me like shivers, lad. You know, like that post.
I just shake my head whenever I
It's
hear that name.
painful
I
to hear
just
the
go,
name,
"Oh,
lad."
them."
They're like our boogeyman, lad.
Yeah.
Go on, Dallo.
Dallow on the ball. Poor.
No.
They've been so bad.
Loses
Dallo.
possession. Half an hour to go.
Dan Burn, bursting
Dan
down the
Burn.
wing, lad. Look at that.
Burning down the left hand side.
Scott,
Oh!
Whoa!
The big
Well done,
man.
Scott.
That's what I'm talking about. The
Hey,
nimbleness.
take advantage
See
now.
why I
Go on,
say that?
take
Yeah.
advantage.
Now he's got to run back
Solid, but
because
not nimble.
Anthony is running into his
that's
space that
where-
he's vacated.
Ah,
But
come on,
Willock,
man. Too late now.
gets back well.
That's where a natural left back,
Yeah.
like a Chubo, there would just love it there.
Yeah.
Even it's true, lad.
Robertson, you know, those
Robertson's
natural,
end product is poor, though. I
Yeah,
have
it
to
is at the
admit,
moment.
he gets in the
Really
right
poor.
places, but
Come
the end
on,
product.
What's
Well
happening
done.
there,
Poor.
man?
He's never been good at shooting.
He's never
either.
hit a
Come on,
shot.
we're growing
with his
into it now.
laces.
Slowly but
Always
surely.
the side of his boot.
It's
Yeah,
I love
I
that kid
see
as well.
that.
No!
Oh, I love him to death, but learn how to
Was
shoot
meant
with
for
your laces,
Weghorst,
brother,
man.
man. We love you, but just watch some Johnani Risa videos,
Go on. Go on, pressure.
pretty much.
Go on.
Well, that's a foul by
That's a foul.
Rashford.
That's a foul.
Yeah.
That's a foul.
66
Go make the
minutes
change
now.
now. Go make the change.
I'm
Has to
seeing
be.
Callum
the
Wilson
changes.
coming on.
Callum Wilson warming up, but
Martial.
Martial and Sancho
Yeah.
are on for Anthony, who comes off, which I
20
do think is maybe a little
21, he's
premature.
that fellow, no?
He's having a decent
Anthony.
time. Yeah, look, Anthony's face says it all there. He
Didn't
was
wanna
not
come
ready
off.
to come off. Thought he was having a good game up against Big Dan Burn. Are you happy to see the back of him?
I mean, I
Pause.
don't really think he was this guy. I don't think he was causing us that much problems because he was doing stuff, nice things, but there was no end product to his game. So yeah, I mean,
That's it. I know what you mean by that. Like, you'd
Yeah.
rather keep him on because he just
Welcome.
wastes the ball.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
keep
so-
him on, lad.
he was
Welcome
doing
back,
nice
Tony.
things. But
Tony
then-
Martial
yeah.
back.
With the straight face, as always.
Wow, we're called.
Not bothered by anything in life.
Oh,
Triple sub. Come on.
Triple
Bring on the
sub.
man then.
Turns
Big
out
Joe
it's
in
not
there.
just
Who
the
have we got?
Brazilians, is it, with that haircut, lads?
Wilson and Gordon. So I think
Seems like it's everyone.
Gordinho.
taking off Willock.
It's that haircut, lad. You're a scouser, bro. And you have that haircut, Gordon. That's heavy.
Looks like Claire
Gordinho.
Boulding.
It's heavy. Don't say that, lad. Oh, that's heavy. Do you remember? I call you here, lad. That's what I...
No, one time me and Doyle were on. Where were we on?
Yeah, we were on a stream, one of these,
Yeah,
Saturday
we were on
football
a stream,
show.
yeah, and someone goes. Someone said Doyle looks like what's that kid from Harry Potter called?
Oh, Neville Longbottom,
Neville
lad.
Longbottom.
I was like, Neville Longbottom, lad, what are you talking about?
And then someone said I look like Claire Boulding.
And it killed me.
Yeah.
Like I died. I was like, Claire Baldwin Gilly.
Nah, but bro,
Oh.
check the trim. You're mad. That's me in a few years.
Hey, if you don't know who Claire Baldwin is, look her up now. Here we are.
No,
yeah.
no. How dare you?
How
Neville
dare you?
Longbottom. Yeah. You're sassy. Nah, he's definitely. It's definitely Anthony Gordon. Oh, do you remember Anne Robinson from Weakest Link?
Weakest Link.
That's who he looks
wow.
like.
Oh, wow. Damn.
You are the weakest link.
Oh, he's got more money than all of us put
Oh, wow.
together, though.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
one of them, innit, lads?
Sausage
Good
dog.
on you, lads.
Right, we're approaching the business end of the game. 27 minutes to go.
That'll be a good question. Is
Alex looks like Skinner. Who's that?
Who have people compared you to in terms of looks?
Joey Barton, constantly.
Yeah.
John Aldridge. John Aldridge, Gary Neville, Joey Barton, because I've got a muzzy.
And Mark Wahlberg. a
Mark
little bit.
Wahlberg?
Yeah, yeah.
No, lads.
No, trust me. Wait.
No,
I get
Mark
two.
Wahlberg.
I get Lacazette and I get AJ.
Someone said Ashley Williams in the chat earlier.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ashley Williams?
Wow.
I can't see that one.
Oh my
It's because you're
days.
hench, lad.
What's going on there?
So
I'm
hang
doing
on.
a madness.
Well, you're telling me that don't look like you, bro.
No, it doesn't.
You
Might
mad?
do.
No,
Mark
yeah,
Wahlberg.
a little bit.
No, it does, man. It's the muzzy and the hair, the height.
little bit.
Right.
Okay.
A little bit.
I'm 6'2", lad. No one knows off camera.
Yeah, man. I do.
I always get Papoose.
Papoose? Oh my god!
Yeah, the rapper.
That's you as well.
That's the first thing that people say.
I
to
get
me.
Kelleher sometimes.
Let's go now.
I'm not enjoying this
That's
game,
the
man.
picture.
Oh,
looking hella messy,
fair play.
innit?
I can see that one, lad. This is the facial hair, innit?
No, not that version.
that
of Mark
one,
Wahlberg. That version. I don't know if
Who
you
put that
guys
up?
can see that.
That's
But that's the
He's
version.
in.
Great
He's in.
chance. Oh
He's
my
in.
god.
Come on, please.
It's Oh, look who it is! Look who it is, lads! Look who it is!
Joe Willock finally gets the goal.
Gets his redemption.
Third chance.
Whoa!
Third time lucky. Uggs is buzzing. He's in dreamland.
There we are, lad. The goal's come. And it's for Joe Willock
You
as well,
deserve that, bro.
who
You
has
deserve
been
that.
suffering
That's
and
been
missing
coming, man.
chances
You
all
deserve
game,
that.
but
That's
he's
been
got
coming.
it done. Well done,
Come
Uggs.
on. Yeah. Up the Premier League we go. When we get to Europe, this is what we sing. We are Jordy, Super Jordy, and he's our king. Up the Premier League we go. Come on.
Don't go
Come
too
on.
far up though, because we still need to come fourth as well. But big up. Newcastle 1-0 up. Uggs is in dreamland.
He almost
Geordie,
sounded like a Geordie when he
heaven.
sang that then as well. Did you hear it? He
man.
sounded like a Geordie, lad.
Great header across
Bro,
that
that's
from.
because that's what we sing at games. And
Yeah.
They
That's
sang it
why-
at Anfield.
Get the passion out, lads.
who was
Lad,
that?
the passion.
Alan Saint-Maximin, what a header across,
Yeah.
by the way. Keeps the ball alive.
I'm happy for
Come
Joe
on,
Willock
man.
there, you know.
Come on, man.
Mr.
Oh,
Willock.
Come on, man.
Could Dallo have
Come
done
on.
better there at the
That's
front
been coming.
post?
Yeah,
It's
lads.
been coming.
All game.
It's been
All
coming.
game.
Oh, the relief. Oh my goodness. The relief, you know.
Joe Willock will feel that relief as well, lad, after
that place
missing
is
the
going
chances.
crazy. That place is going mad.
Good on him, lads. Good on him. Plugging
No.
away, plugging away.
I was sitting there on edge
Yeah, damn right.
for so long.
I mean, it's still, bro.
I know, but
Plenty of games to go, and I'm only coming from
You've
my
seen
point
a
of view.
goal now.
but we've got the goal.
Yeah.
Plus, that's my first goal on DR Sports.
Oh, well done, lad. Congratulations.
Sorry, you deserve that. You deserve that. You deserve that. Still, no win in the Premier League on DR Sports yet for Aaron.
the Premier League we go.
Oh, yeah.
Singing it.
Oh,
Come
wow.
on, boys. Come on, boys. Come on.
He had about 4 teeth in his head then, that fella.
But he's loving his life.
But
That's
he's
all that
loving it,
matters,
and
lads.
he's passionate. So that's all you want. And a bit more teeth, but
I'll do better there, man.
couple more. Good header from Lisandro. And Trippier is going to have these troops
Oh, it's
hang
a
on to
foul
it now.
there.
They're going to be wasting time. They're going to be lying on the floor.
We've been
They do this very well, Newcastle at Anfield especially, but it didn't work.
What the hell are we talking
Anyway, 1-0 up against Manchester
What are you
United.
talking about?
Willock Saguna, says Gavin Russell. Hold that Aaron, says Neil. That's a bit harsh.
He's a nice lad, Adam.
You know what I mean?
He's a nice
It's
lad.
cool, he's nice.
Hold that United,
I'll
though.
hold it.
United, hold that.
Hang on, are we seeing Wilson return to the bench now and not come on?
Looks like it.
Alan Maximum getting a standing ovation as he leaves the field. And Big Uggs as well is giving him a nice clap. Joe Linton coming on. Anthony Gordon coming on. But is Callum Wilson still coming on? That's the question.
It seems like he's dropped out of the picture there. Might be after the goal.
Yeah, they might
Deciding
have
don't
changed.
need to risk him
I
anymore. He
can't
is
see
quite
him.
injury prone,
Can't-
lad.
Yeah. Jacob Murphy put
He's
a real
had a
shift
good
in
game.
today.
He's been good.
Look at him. Come on, he says.
He means
He's
a
a-
lot.
Anthony
He's an actual
Gordon.
Newcastle fan himself
Yeah.
as well. So
Anthony
yeah,
Gordon
he
is
means it.
number 8. You know that is.
Leave him alone, man.
Anthony Gordon.
Leave him alone,
I know.
man.
I've
Leave
been,
him alone.
been
Leave
giving
him
him
alone.
jib all day, haven't I, lad?
3
Leave him
deflected
alone, man.
goals in 2 years.
Scouse, leave
And
him
I can't help
alone,
him,
man. Come on. This win.
I haven't seen
this is a
this
massive
Uggs
win.
before.
This is a
I ain't
massive
seen,
bro.
I ain't seen this Uggs yet.
Bro,
Love it.
we go third. But anyways, there's still what 20 minutes
This
to go.
is huge
It's
for
huge,
Newcastle if they can hold on
man.
here.
Huge, man. We don't lose at home. I said this like.
No, you don't.
You do.
Only one team's beaten us
Yeah, you don't lose, lad.
since last April, and that's Liverpool.
And you
Before then, it was Man City back in December 2021. So we don't lose at
Is
home.
it a Sterling goal, 1-0?
I was at 4-0. City.
Oh, was it,
City
yeah.
got 4-0, yeah.
Gordon is a weird signing, not going to lie, says Ayubami.
Yeah, I've been questioning it all game. I've not left him alone, to be honest with you.
Squad depth, man.
Also, he's got
Squad
a
depth.
number 8 shirt, which is just mad to me because he's a
Leave him
winger.
alone, man. Leave
He's a
him
winger,
alone,
isn't he?
man.
What number 8
Yeah.
is that?
Just because you man aren't in a top 4 race anymore.
Listen, man.
Hey, the man's put his
relax.
chest out already, you know, lad. It's quite a big chest as well, that's one of them, so...
What this win for us,
Pause.
if we win anyways, yeah, what it does, it makes top 4 race now 2 teams now. So it's 3rd and 4th. So it's like
Opens it up a little
opens
bit.
up a little
Yeah.
bit. Do you get
Thanks.
me?
So what you're saying United now, it's United and Newcastle that are fighting for top 4 rather than...
No,
And
it's
Tottenham.
and Spurs
And Spurs, yeah.
and you man maybe, but it's now 2 teams. It's 2 teams now.
Ah, fair play, lad, fair play. He's
Oops, looks
absolutely
like a beefed up
appreciated the win
Lacazette
today.
saying DK.
I see, beefed up.
I heard Rashford for Ballon d'Or shout, says M5. Willock did the Thierry Henry celebration saying who's who.
Come on,
Bro, how is McTominay still on the pitch? He's so bad, says Johnny Hill.
Who else are you going to bring on for him?
Fred.
By the way, though, yeah,
Now would be a
have
good
we
time to bring him
seen
on.
Sabitzer play once, or do something once?
Not in this game.
No, he's
no,
better than Bruno,
no.
bro.
Is it? Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
He's definitely not
Flex.
better than Bruno.
Yeah.
Go on, call him out.
Yeah, flex.
Go for it.
Yeah. You said Sabitzer is better than Bruno G. We're seeing it now. We're seeing the class of Bruno. He's dictating the ball. He's getting it in any place. He's getting it, and he's just going to just spray it forward.
Next
So,
to you.
yeah, man. This is what happens when you talk too soon.
Yeah, Flex has
But-
been a
you
victim
go.
of
You've
that
got
a few
space now.
times.
Martial.
But here is Sabitzer.
Oh, if that happened now, lad, imagine now.
What's he doing, though?
Imagine now.
Believe me, lad, I've been on the end of them humble pies, lad, and
Yeah.
they don't taste very nice, believe me,
But
lad.
Still one. Listen, it's still 1-0.
It is, lad, yeah.
We've been so good this
He's
game.
been better than them all game, lad. You have
All
to,
game.
but without.
In every
20 minutes to
department.
go, Aaron. How are you looking at this one? Are you happy with what you've created so far?
No, because it's not led to a goal, so can't be happy with that. We need to try and somehow turn this game around.
He haven't looked like doing it all game, if I'm quite honest with you. He's
Yeah,
have a
we
few
haven't-
little chances. That's good from Butcher there.
Butcher. Pat Butcher.
Butcher. He's got the same haircut as I like.
Yeah. Sausage.
I need a bit more urgency, man. There's no urgency.
Oh,
Like
Bruno
that.
caught slacking
Does.
by the real Bruno. Will the
it's
real
delicious.
Bruno please stand up?
I don't think there could have been a better time for you to say that sentence
Yeah.
in the game. Just as he's taking too long on the ball and dawdling. Great.
Look at him. Look at him.
Oh! What can he do? Flip flap time for Bruno G.
But he gave it away though.
Bruno, yeah, but only because his own player got in the way, lad. That's
Yeah.
bloody brilliant, that, you know.
He's
Wow.
free there. Look, no, Bruno. Look at. Oh my days.
Oh, it's a great ball from Sancho. Out wide to Dallo. Men in the box here. Sabitzer! Oh my word. Dogs could have been eating his words there.
Football's so cruel, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That could have went in.
Top bins.
That
That would have been clipped up quick time. 2 minutes later. Sabitzer, it's a hat trick.
Oh, man, I'm hot.
18 minutes left.
come
Uggs
on,
is
man.
hot for 3 points tonight. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
As it stands, where are we?
Third, lad, innit?
Yes, we're third.
Keepers,
Oh,
keepers,
look
keep-
at
yeah.
that. Oh, 50
I
points.
need more urgency, man.
27 games.
Mad how 50 points gets you
8
into
points
top
clear,
4
and
and 40
Liverpool.
points means you stay up now these days.
Crazy.
Mental, right?
8
And
clear
97
Liverpool.
points doesn't win you the league.
Yeah, and
Mad.
99 as well.
Plus 21 goal difference. Oh, mate, it's beautiful.
The pain, lad.
And still a game in hand over Spurs. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, man.
Drive, Marshall. Drive.
But obviously,
Great ball.
there's still time in this game. So
There is, my
let
friend.
me calm down a little bit because there's still a job to do. But that first goal was, what you do? That's too soon, Gordon, man. That's poor.
Oi,
That's
can't lie,
poor.
Lissandro, the past few
Anthony
minutes.
Gordon, yes. I'm just relieved that we got that goal, you know.
Yeah, you just need it,
Honestly,
lad.
man.
You
Because
pop the pepper in the goal, lad.
the amount of chances that we missed in that first half, yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, someone asked for it.
It's crazy still.
Oh my days.
There we go.
Easy.
Isaac doing some real nice pressing here.
That's what he does as well, man.
He's got an engine on him.
This is good anyway, because what it does is open up the game. So either United score or they make space at the behind, and Newcastle.
Yeah, Scott. That's it.
McTominay
That's
does
it.
really well. Crosses.
Oh,
That is a
Unlucky.
fantastic
Well done. That's
header.
it.
Brilliant
Yeah, it is.
defending.
Need more of
Brilliant
Right,
defending
That
from
Botman.
Botman.
Yeah,
Oh, because
that was a goal. Otherwise, that's going right to Rashford. That
who's that?
It's a good block from Dan
Yeah,
Burn
Rashford.
as well
right
to take
to
off.
Rashford. That's going in.
Take off the pace, Dan Burn.
It's more
and
like it, boys. Come
Botman
on.
heads it out. Beast of a man.
Oh, all of
Size
it. Their
of it.
defence is just brilliant, lads. It's just been brilliant this season.
What's the average height of that defence, do you reckon?
6'1".
I said 6'3", 6'4".
Because Trippier's a little.
Trippier brings it down though.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Oh, yeah,
it.
true.
Trippier's like 5'9" or 5'8" or something. Isn't
But then Burns at 6'4", 6'5".
he? Yeah,
And
Yeah,
then
And
that's
them,
probably
them
means
two
you
lads
take
are
him
both
off.
6'2" at least.
exactly
about 6
So,
foot, I'd say.
Around 6 foot, yeah. Plus the keeper.
Oh yeah.
Then you're a
6'3",
6'1".
mate.
6'1", 6'2". Yeah, you might be right all along.
Yes.
And Trippier and Burn.
Someone help him.
Both fullbacks are going out to get the ball off of Sancho here. Can Bruno whip it back in the box? He can. Varane wins the header. And Nick Pope, great positioning. Martial was lurking.
Come on,
It was.
15 minutes to go. Time is running out for the Red Devils here.
They have turned up a switch though, haven't they? They've turned the switch a little bit. United now.
Is this showing you,
Might be a
Aaron,
bit too
especially how...
Anthony Gordon.
Oh, Anthony Gordon's just
He's on
done
his
well
own.
there.
He's on his own. He's got to
No
go for it.
support, no support, no support. Crosses, great cross, and it's a corner.
That really was a great
Did
ball.
really well
That
there.
was brilliant.
Is
that.
this evident now how important Casemiro is for Manchester United? with this
100%.
midfield?
Yes. It's true.
CDMs are becoming increasingly one of the most important positions in modern football because we no longer play 4-4-2s. Most teams play 4-3-3s, and the pivot in positions are CDMs.
Yeah.
And that's why you're getting quality footballers like Bruno Ramirez, like Fabinho used to be, like Rodri, like Palina. That's one of the most influential positions now in football. So, yeah.
But the thing with Bruno is that he said that he wants to play as a number 8. So he's currently doing a
And
job
number
there.
6, yeah.
So he's doing a job there because we don't have many players.
Oh, what a save! Out of the post!
The hell?
I can't believe what
Oi.
I've just seen, but United can break now all
Give
of a
it!
sudden.
Yes.
Here's,
Oh.
here's Sancho, back to Martial.
Give
Can he
it!
switch it?
Newcastle need to win the ball here.
And again!
Oh,
Leave
this
it,
is
yes.
dodgy, you know. Oh! It's a good
It's a great header from Trippier right at the back there. What an end-to-end game this is now. Anthony Gordon will go
Get
again.
a foul, get a foul.
He'll go again
No
here.
foul, Shaw. No foul. What's going on?
What's happened?
Oh, wow. Someone's really
Head
hit.
Shaw.
injury.
Is it Shaw?
He did say he likes to
Mate.
stay down. He's made a glass.
I told you, bro. He's made a glass.
Let's have another look at this. The corner's swung in really deep. It goes over De Gea in no man's land. Joe Linton heads it, and what a save again. That is from De Gea, and then Shah puts his head where it hurts, hits the post with a header.
The way Shah flies after he's headed the ball is great, by the way.
Look at this reaction.
Oh, that's a good save.
What a
Can't lie,
save.
that's a great
That goes
save.
in his game
How
done,
many?
you know?
Do you know what? And
Look
I've
the way
said
he
it.
floats here.
I've said it. I've said it.
Oh, that's a penalty.
It might be.
Could be.
He did get kicked.
High
in the
foot.
head,
High foot.
mate. Definitely gets kicked in
I
the
have
head.
to say,
Wow.
if United did not have De Gea in the last 5 to 6 years, they would have been fighting relegation. They're obviously a lot better now.
Oh, mate. He kicked him in
That's
the
a
face
pen.
there, you know, lad.
That is a pen.
That.
Might have to be a pen,
That's
that
a
one,
pen.
you know.
Do you know what though? Him staying down brings more attention to
Yeah,
it,
facts.
and then so
Yeah.
even if you haven't really been hurt, stay down because then they're forced. They're like, well, we've got to look at this now. He's got a head injury,
I like
100%.
that. I get it.
and now he's saying, right, not a penalty then.
He kicked
No?
me in head. He kicked me in head.
Are you blind? You can't see me. Is it bleed? Is my head bleed? Willock found Bruno with the great cross to the back
Great cross.
stick. It was ASM with the head
what
inside,
a goal.
and it was a Joel
Beautiful football,
Willock
that, you know.
header.
Beautiful.
Deserved the goal. Him and the team.
Yes.
Him and the team.
100%, man.
Yeah, they'd be relieved, Mamoni. Missed a few chances.
Missed 2 sitters that he could have had a hat trick
Yes.
when you had all these chances up.
Yep.
Should have had a hat trick, really.
Should have.
Shah still got the old magic sponge on his head.
You think a kick in the head is surprising that they didn't look at that whatsoever.
He's got a little shiner there. Callum Wilson finally coming on for Newcastle now, but he has got a little mark on his face. And although Bruno may not have intentionally meant to do that, his eyes were on the ball.
Intention doesn't matter, lads.
Exactly, when it's right up there in the head area,
Yeah.
especially with
You
the
can
whole
see it.
concussion.
You can
Yeah,
see the
look,
scratch on his face when he's being
he's
volleyed.
definitely been
I think
kicked
that
in the
should be
grid.
actually looked at because
So do I, lad.
because
I don't see how that's not a penalty.
There's
Wi-
contact there,
with
isn't there?
VAR.
Yeah.
What do we think in the comments? If it's a pen or not? Because I think it
Definitely a
is.
pen
I
saying
think it
Ty
is.
Junior, Def pen saying
Nick Pope,
Kishan,
please.
Wow.
Vic saying penalty.
Wow.
You know what? Yeah.
Brother.
Well, look, 3-on-3.
You got to get
Make this
something.
count.
at
Willock
least
up
make
against
shots out
Varane.
of
Can
it.
he
Make
cut
this
inside? He can! Oh, it's wide. He could have had 4 today, the big man.
This lad. Oh, he's lucky he got that goal, isn't he?
He did cut inside and make Varane look like a bit of a helmet there, though, I have to say.
Any comments about the pen?
Everyone's saying pen.
Yeah. Pen.
Everyone is saying pen.
What do you think, lads? Do you think in the pen?
I think you can give it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Bruno was late.
Isaac coming off.
Killer man.
Again, standing ovation around St James's for
Played
him.
well. That touch there, he had a part of the game, in the middle of the game. I can't remember what part, but he had a wonderful touch. Set up a chance.
What a player, man.
Great player.
Keep him fit.
10 minutes to go. Wilson, fresh legs. Can he rattle that Manchester United back line and finish this game off?
You know what he reminds me of, Wilson? Jermaine Defoe.
Yeah.
They have like similar type of style.
Fox in the box, man.
And can score every type of goal.
Yeah,
All of them.
Fox,
Off his
yeah.
knee, off left foot volley, right foot volley.
Defoe
header.
scored some great goals.
Defoe was brilliant, lads.
Do you know what?
Really good.
He's one of my favourite non-Liverpool players ever.
Yeah, like
I
same.
really like him as a person, and I was buzzing for him when he won the league with Gerrard.
Yeah, same.
'Cause he hadn't won many trophies before that.
Yeah.
It's a great ball.
You don't play
He,
until you're 38 unless you're brilliant, lads, you know.
He was 40 when he left Rangers.
There you go.
Sancho.
When he down for Hall of Fame as well.
Should be.
He should be.
Over 100 and something Premier League goals.
One of the best English
I
strikers.
think
lads.
if you score 100, you should have a good shout of getting in the Hall of Fame.
He was in the list.
I'll remember him, lads, you know what I mean? So, definitely.
Dallo having a go at the ref there. Varchester United, as usual. Howard Webb is back saying, Alex, 2 subs coming on. It's Palestri, number 28, and it's Fred coming on to change things up for United. Is that the substitution that you wanted to see?
A bit earlier. I would have liked to see McTominay go off a bit earlier and Fred come in. I think his energy can definitely help. So let's hope it does in these last, 10 minutes plus added time. Let's hope so.
Oh, running down the wing, yeah. He does have
Well
that
done.
energy.
Well
with it.
done,
He's
Dallo.
a bag of energy.
Yeah,
isn't he?
he has legs.
We
He's got
can't
legs.
use the ball like that.
You need to. This is where experience comes into
Yeah,
things.
do you get me?
You
Switch
need to
it,
manage
bring it here,
the
bring it
game
here.
well.
The game, like it's 1-0 now. So
Just keep the ball, lad.
just
You can't score.
Chance. Oh
my God, Tony.
goodness me.
It's
Everyone thought
deflected.
that was.
That was going in.
Oh, it's mad, bruv.
It took a deflection as well. That's a
I
great
think even
first touch.
Pope
That
panicked for a
first
little
touch
second there as well, you know. You see him go, oh.
Yeah, he was rooted.
That first touch was great. Sets himself up.
So
There's nothing worse than a deflected goal like that going in, lad.
we've brought on John Linton, we brought on Gordon and Callum Wilson. Yeah, that shows that
Intense.
we're trying to build our depth, our squad depth, and bring in players that can have an impact on the
Willock's
team.
down.
Willock down. Is it a time wasting thing or is he
Yeah,
injured?
He's down. He's down.
A minute ago, I said
Is
to
he?
be considered in the Hall of Fame, I'd say you need 100 goals. Again, that's just for strikers. And then someone said LeMayo, Walcott and Giroud have 100 plus goals. Well, Walcott has 79, so that's wrong. And let's see what Giroud's got, shall we? Just to prove
Giroud
you
will
wrong.
go down as one of the most underrated strikers.
For sure, but he's not got over 100 Premier League goals. He's got,
He's got 150.
156.
Ooh.
Giroud in the Prem.
Lad, honestly, Giroud
Surely
will
it
go
can't-
down as one of the most underrated
No.
strikers in the Premier League. lad.
90.
Yeah.
Again, wrong. Proved wrong.
Also-
myself.
that though.
Also, I don't agree with 100 goals. I believe, like, because with Defoe, he's top 10, isn't he? So
Yeah.
obviously that in itself puts him there. 100 goals, that's like what? There's players who have that aren't that's not really probably legends of
Yeah.
the game, but yeah. But with Defoe, it's well deserved, man. He's been a servant to the game, man. Obviously, he's from the east end of London. So
He is.
So
Rafa Varane coming off. Any worries there for you, Aaron?
injury prone.
Lindelof on. Willock is going off here as well, by the way. It looks like.
Yeah, probably just a tactical change. I think from the looks of it, we're switching to a back three because I could see Lindelof holding up three fingers there.
Yeah.
And I think we're trying to go for it.
We're
Let's choose
now.
on as well.
What
Yeah.
else?
What else can you do? You've got 7 minutes left, possibly 2-3 minutes at a time. You have
Did
to go for it.
Martinez go off as well?
Yeah.
I don't really. That's a bit weird to me. Taking both of your centre backs off with 7 minutes to go.
It is a bit scary for you.
I don't understand what
They're already losing.
the
They're
purpose of that is.
to go for it.
Two centre backs.
So they can put three at the back.
Jody
Got
Maradona.
a fresh centre back at the back now who can run a little bit more. You got your two full backs still. They're just going for it, lads, because they're losing anyway. So that
You
they
have
might as
to.
well.
Oh,
If
Lindelof.
Lindelof came on and scored, then imagine.
Header
Unlucky,
flicked over.
I'm guessing the three centre backs now: Lindelof, Shaw, and who's on the pitch?
Dallo. Did he come on?
Dallo. Yeah. No, Dallo's still there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Lisandro Martinez slapping the chair.
very angry.
Angry. Oh, you're hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Never a nice feeling to come off,
Oh,
especially when you
Dallo.
lose.
Oh, it's kicking off between Eddie Howe and Eric Ten Heisenberg. Oh, bit of handbags.
What's that all about? Is it
85
Ten Hag or
minutes.
Don't know.
was it Martinez?
Poor kick from Nick Pope.
What we
But
don't
as
want to
well,
do is
Sancho,
no,
you've
my
got to
tribute.
win
Give them
that,
a goal.
bro.
You can see.
yes, Sancho. What do you think you're doing, mate? No, not here. Yes, Gordon. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. Joe Linton
That's
does
it.
really well. Finds
Elliot Anderson.
Anderson.
Jordi Maradona.
Jordi Maradona. Joe Linton. They're just knocking it around now.
That's what you need to do.
Knocking it around. Game
Just keep the
management.
ball,
But,
lads.
but also don't lose it in stupid areas
Like
Like
that.
here.
like that.
Oh, he's won it back though.
Oh, that is, lad.
That's what Bruno does, man.
He's a complete midfielder.
Do you know what? Let's have a poll. Who is the real Bruno? Is it Bruno G or Bruno F? Let us know.
I'm
gonna run a poll.
I'm
Well,
telling
in
you
this
now,
game
the
is-
poll was going to say Bruno G, bro.
Of
Of
course.
course they will.
But I just want Flex to see the results.
Please. And KG, by the way,
Big
because I see him chatting to Matty, and it was a bit rude. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it was like saying how Bruno G wouldn't get into their team. I was just
That's mad.
I was like,
He'd walk
are
in.
You, are you alright?
He'd moonwalk in.
That's unfortunate when people make statements like that because, KG, you know football, lad. You obviously do, otherwise you wouldn't be doing this. So why are you saying
Questionable.
stupid stuff, lad? Do you know what I mean? Because
Matty
you know
said-
football, lad. Doesn't matter who you support. You pick Gomeres because he's a better footballer, lad.
Yeah.
Guimaraes.
Matty said, we'll see you on Sunday. And yeah, we're seeing it. It's happening.
Gomeres is bloody brilliant, lad. He's only had one season. Fair play.
Everyone's
But
saying
that
Bruno
season-
G in the comments.
Is
Yeah.
it?
He's bloody brilliant. He really
Here
is.
he
2-0.
is, Joe Linton.
2-0.
Anderson with the cross.
2-0. 2-0.
Oh, Dan Burn, was it?
Yeah.
Sounds weird to say it, but he needed to be a bit taller there.
Apparently they were fighting
6'7".
over time wasting.
Yeah, not tall enough. Oh, were they?
Oh, man.
that
We
makes
need to
sense.
win, Aye, this would be a massive win, you know.
Bruno Mars saying Harley.
Just hold it up there. Just hold it up there. That's it. Get a corner.
Get fouled.
Longstaff gets the foul, and that's just what you want.
Get in black and blur.
They are the worst, them type of fouls, you know.
You get in black and blur.
It's so frustrating to make.
It's
because
really,
it was a foul, but they're loving it. They're staying down. Look, the ref's having a little laugh and joke with them all.
The
Love to
polls
see
went
it.
up for the Bruno F and Bruno G to see who is the real Bruno.
Will the
It's
real
G, it's
Bruno
definitely
please
G.
stand up? All right. Who is the real Bruno? Fernandez, Guimaraes, or Mars? and Mars has got 23% right now, and Fernandez has got 9%.
I wonder if Mars can slot one, slot bins like.
This is
What other famous Bruno? Wasn't Borat had a film Bruno, right?
something like that.
Famous Brunos.
There's only one Bruno, man.
2-0.
Oh, it's two! It's two! It's the fox in the box! Come on, it's done. It's
Done.
over.
Finished.
Finished.
And Newcastle are 2-0 up now against Manchester United. It wraps it off.
Come on.
I did say Callum
Come
Wilson
on.
coming on. Can he
Come
finish
on.
the game off?
Come
He
on.
has.
Scores every time he plays. Man. He's bloody
And Big
wonderful.
Oggs
There we go.
finally can relax, and
relax.
finally
It's
he can
done.
enjoy his first 3 points on DR Sports.
Come on, man. Respecting it. Yeah. Save. Save.
Good sportsmanship, lads.
I love this club, you know. I swear to you, like, look at us. We're beating Man United at home, and we're going third in the league.
Yeah,
It's
man.
pretty special.
After
man.
almost going down last season.
It's a great cross
Enjoy
from
it, lad. This is what
Trippier.
football's all about.
And it's a
that
great
joy.
header. Look at this.
But
Great header. That's what you want.
Oh,
Down
it's
into the
not-
corner.
2-0.
No
give
keeper in the
De
world
Gea
is saving
exactly
that.
no chance.
And
to save
again,
it.
that was from a silly foul that he did not have to give away, Luke Shaw.
Exactly.
Silly foul equals this. 2-0
2-0
down. Clean sheet. Manchester United in the mud.
the way
we
he
love
looked
to
at
see
that
it.
goal, then. There you
We
go.
love to see it.
Top 4 is well and truly on for Newcastle.
Hey,
Champions League,
Girl
Nicola
and
House
Wilson. Ooh, I wanna know, have you scored a goal? Come on,
Will it be more?
bro. Listen, man,
Aaron, how are
I'm
you
relaxed.
feeling now?
Feeling like shit, man. Can't lie.
Oh, lad, sorry. It's heavy, lad. That was
you
me
can't-
yesterday.
You can't say we don't deserve this.
Hugs is just buzzing. He's just
we,
buzzing.
Bro, I'm
we deserve to go
buzzing.
down.
Because this is such a massive game for us, you know.
Yeah.
That now,
Huge.
plus 22 goal difference.
Did you see that?
Look at us, we're fighting.
Lad,
We're fighting.
Jolin went flying into
Look
that
at
one,
us.
you know.
Oh, look at
us.
this football. It
Look
could
at
be
us.
3.
Oh, nearly
Hey,
wonderful.
downstairs,
Nearly
yeah.
wonderful.
Silent.
Are they still there, by the way?
Yeah.
Silent,
yeah.
mate.
Are they?
Yeah.
Bruno F wouldn't get into any other top 6 side.
Don't actually
Petulant
know. I don't actually
child. KG and Flex aren't here, so
Okay.
the real Bruno getting the crowd up for it. Still got his chewing gum in. They must have lost the flavour in there by now.
How is he breathing that much and running that much with a chewy in his grid?
Oh,
How is that happening, lads?
In his group.
He's that good?
That's why I can't play with chewing gum, man.
Wow. You're choking to death on it, lads.
Yeah.
Mad.
Big Oggs is in a big mood. Not my mate.
is it free?
Is
Oh.
it 3 people? Or is it a Man U break?
Oh, this is brilliant.
Fred.
We got it back in
Bruno.
blood, man.
Oh, I tried to put it
Did
through
you
the
just
legs
try
of
to
Gordon.
nutmeg him, lads?
You could have kept that on.
I know, he definitely could have.
Sausage. Claire Baldwin. 90 minutes is up, guys. This is a smash and grab, but the right way for Uggs in the end.
Smash and grab.
5 minutes added on at the end. I mean, the second goal is
It's a smash.
it's a smash.
It's
He
a
grabbed
You
it.
know what? We got a
Excellent.
question earlier, didn't we? We got a question about Eric Ten Hag and Arteta and how well they've done considering their starting positions last
Look at that.
season.
Look at the stats.
What about Eddie Howe, lads?
Bro!
What about a man like Eddie Howe
Bro!
who's come into a Newcastle
One
team?
shot on target in the whole game for
Oh,
United,
wow.
by the
Look,
way.
21 for Newcastle, by the
Bro.
way. Wow. Yeah.
Eddie
Let's
Howe.
talk about Eddie Howe, mate, because, you know, you've got to look at the way he's took this Newcastle squad on and the responsibility. Yes, he's had money, without a doubt, but he's spent well. And so, look what he's got as a reward, and the fans are made up with him. So, you got to put him in the conversation now, haven't you?
Firstly-
Premier League, like when you're talking about managers of the season, probably Arteta will get it, though. But there we are, lads.
You're buzzing. Big up to you, man.
Good, lads.
I'm
Enjoy
happy
that,
for you,
lad.
bro. I'm happy
Firstly,
for you, bro.
though, yeah.
You got your revenge.
Eddie
Yeah,
Howe,
yeah, revenge.
How's come in? He came in. I think we played 14 games with no win. Yeah, so we were in the mud. Yeah, and then he's changed the mentality. So that's what I'm saying. This is what's going to get us over the line for top 4. He's changed it all. He's putting pictures in the training grounds of telling the guys to believe in themselves. He's taking the fear out of the players, and when you stop playing with fear, you just do things that you never knew that you could do. And then he's taking us from that place to now to being third in the league.
Mate.
People say that we've bought players, but everyone's bought players.
Yeah,
Do you get me? And
that's what I'm saying, lads. You just got money to compete with now. That's it.
the guys that we've bought are honest players. And if you look at it, Joe Willock, St. Maximum, Longstaff.
Is that?
No, but
He's saying players that aren't his.
Almiro,
sorry, mate.
these guys were there. These guys
at
were
what he's
there
done with Joe
when
Linton.
we were battling to stay in the league, and they're still playing. So he's made players better.
Yeah.
Eddie Howe's a bro.
That's what good managers do.
Bruno,
Good
man
managers.
of the match. Bruno G, man of the match.
Bruno G, man of the match. It's written. It's a bit so.
I have to say, Flex has just tweeted,
What do you say,
gamble just didn't work again. Top 4 scrap it is.
bro? The man sat over there, sat in my face and told me Sabitzer is better than Bruno G. I couldn't
He
believe
also
it, bro.
sat across there from me and said
couldn't
they'd win at
believe it.
Anfield and they lost 7-0. Should we try and FaceTime Flex? See
Football
what
is
he's up
cruel,
to?
that's what we say.
Hey, do that. Please do that. Hey, pick up.
Needs to change his name, so it's not even his channel anymore. Right.
That's true though about my Eddie Howe. This is what good
Is he
managers do. They turn 6s into 8s. That's what they do, lad.
Yeah, man. Like he's made players better.
We're calling him. We are calling Flex right now to
Let's
see if he answers.
the call.
Has anyone ever answered one of these calls
probably-
ever?
Yeah, yeah.
It's probably at the game,
People
innit?
have, to be fair, yeah.
I remember when I think.
Oh, X and Matisse.
Yeah.
That was a funny
They
one.
don't answer. No chance.
Matty Renton has just texted me as well.
What's he saying?
Matty Renton.
Shout out Matty, man.
He
What a guy,
says,
man.
get some brown ale in the studio tomorrow for Flex on Weekend Roundup.
Oh, do that.
I might have to do that. It's a
You
bit
do
early
that.
to be
You do
drinking
that.
though,
You
Matty.
do that. Oh, yeah.
But I will try my best, mate.
I'm buzzing, man. This has been my week, bruv. More than my week, man. This is amazing. Oh, man. Man of the match, Bruno G.
Oh, nearly
man of the
3.
match.
Nearly 3.
Oh, man. It's written.
Absolutely
It's
dominated
written.
this game. You really have. Do you know what? Who was extremely quiet today? Marcus Rashford, lad.
Yeah.
He was very quiet today. But you got it.
Sending it to Matty. He's saying the real United are third. Matty
Really?
Renton says.
Cheese.
Matty
Cheese.
Renton.
Come on.
Renton.
Come on.
That United fan looking far
West
into the
Ham on Wednesday.
distance, saying
I'll
the
be there.
people sideburns.
Looking what, sorry?
The people sideburns saying that United fan is looking far into the distance.
Yeah, man. Aaron, you are a nice guy. You are
He's
probably
getting
a
this
few
treatment
fans
again.
that I
Innit?
like.
You feel bad if with
Sure, he is
him,
a
lad,
nice
because he's a
guy,
good
yeah.
fella.
But man, listen, this is for
Look
that.
at Dan
that
Burn,
cup
by the
final,
way,
man.
getting the crowd.
Look
up
at
for-
every time I see Geordies, lad, one of them's got the top off, lad.
Yeah.
You know their nipples are proper hard as well, like it's freezing there, bro.
Pause.
Okay.
Pause.
Pause.
Pause. Every single time I watch a Geordie game, lad. Every single time.
It's a bit sad. He's not ready, bruv. You can't come to St James's Park and think that you're
30 seconds to go and Sabitzer
this
looks
is a
injured.
fortress.
Oh, here we go.
See, I told you, lad. Honestly, it's every game.
We're taking a piss.
Geordie boys,
We're taking a piss.
Geordie
Hey, West
boys.
Ham on Wednesday night, yeah. I'm going there. It's gonna be a celebration, a party, all of it. Oh,
Better
man,
make sure you finish
buzzing.
the job, though, man.
Bro.
Yeah. This is a good win. This
It's
is
a
a great
massive
win.
win. This
Enjoy
is
it, lads.
the biggest win in your season, for
But
sure.
Statement win.
still
It's a
got
statement win.
11
What would you
games
have
to go.
preferred, though? Lose this, but have won the Carabao Cup, or win this and potentially finish above United?
Which means top four. Top four, 100%.
So you don't win the trophy?
When
No,
was the
but-
last time
Because
Newcastle
you get top 4 either way.
No, but top four brings us trophies in the future.
okay.
Do you get me? And players and you know.
Also
more
a bar to set. That's what this is. We've just got top 4. We're not going anywhere below that
things.
anymore. This is our bar.
Yes! Come on!
Newcastle with the win.
Game
Come on,
over.
Newcastle.
Newcastle United win 2-0 against Manchester United to go third and above Manchester United in the table. Better goal difference, or miles better goal difference. It's Joe Willock and it's Callum Wilson who have secured a massive 3 points for the Geordies. And Big Uggs gets his first win on DR Sports as well.
It's amazing, man. I feel like listen, I'm speechless now.
Pint
But-
after?
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah. Listen, it's amazing. Look, like, now we're third in the league now. Now people are talking about us as potential top 4, like, you know, to finish there now. And now we got West Ham on Wednesday now. Just keep going. And I say with Newcastle, when we win one game, we always go on a run. So 2 before and now this game. So that's 3 games on the spin now. So this.
Look at him. Bruno's still having a go at players, throwing his arms up. Look at him.
No, what he's saying is to
go over to the fans.
To the fans, yeah.
Which is fair enough.
It's very selective though, because he's gone straight down the tunnel in the past. I feel very selective when he wants to be loyal. But anyway, we've heard from Big Uggs. Aaron, not the result you were looking for. Does this kind of burst your bubble a little bit?
Burst my bubble, no, but I'm definitely annoyed. I need to be careful with what I say here because, yeah, it's not a good look. But listen, we've got a game on Wednesday against Brentford, so we need to pick ourselves back up.
Tough game, by the way,
Very
lads.
tough.
Wow.
Even if it's at home, I'm not expecting it's not going to be straightforward. It's not going to be an easy win against Brentford. So, listen, it's going to be a race for top 4, a very tough one with Newcastle in it now. Spurs are still behind. They can still get in it somehow. But today, I think, we fully deserve this loss. We weren't at it. Look at Doyle and Anthony arguing. This is probably, if one image had to describe this game today, it's probably that. There was no communication on the pitch today. It was like nobody was talking to each other. Everyone was moaning at each other. Remember when I said that Bruno needed to stop moaning because that would take him out of the game? Look what happened. So these little details matter in the game, and hopefully they learn from it because, it can't happen again on Wednesday.
Top 4 still on?
Yeah, but it's not going to be easy.
Do you think you'll get it, though?
I think we can.
Yeah.
I think we can.
Someone's got to miss out. So everyone can get in there.
Might be bloody as.
Aaron stays collecting L's on DR Sports, says
Still
Taron
looking for
Chambers.
my first W, man. Still looking
this
for
poor lad.
Do you know what though? It took me ages because when we lost 6 home games in a row, that's the period when I started doing the watch-alongs here.
Oh, wow.
And I think the first win was like 1-0 against Wolves.
Damn.
Horrendous, but it took me like 9 games.
I'm the opposite. My first season was full of W's, and now I'm just getting peppered with L's and eating loads of humble pie.
And
disgusting.
Bruno still got his chewing gum. That's crazy.
Still got his chewy lad.
At Wrigley's.
He's the complete midfielder.
He's got a good goatee as well.
Does look
like
great.
that goatee lad's sound, isn't it? Goatee's a sound.
You like a goatee, don't
Goatee's
you?
a sound.
Wow, in the 80s.
And I think the next game.
Oh man.
Well, there you go. It's almost like a party atmosphere in there right now. They're doing a lap of honour. Like they've already qualified in the top 4. But you have to big up Newcastle today. They wanted it more. Listen, they could have easily won that game 6-0.
Yeah.
Really. When you consider there was only 1 shot on target from United and the amount of massive chances that they squirmed.
The energy is just wonderful. Watching this right now, honestly, you wish it was your own club.
Mate,
when you see this type of energy,
buzzing,
you just want that for your own type of club. So congratulations on the win, lads.
Because we've been through so much in the last 14 years.
Yeah, of course.
All we've said is what we need is somebody who believes in the club, and we would achieve this much as to what we know we can. And look now, like this is after 1 year, by the way.
Mike Ashley will be looking at this only like, what is going on, lads? If I just gave them an extra $5, they would have been all right.
Mate,
you know what I mean, lads?
He is definitely looking at
we wanted to compete against teams, and even if we lose games, fine, but just go out there and leave it all on the pitch.
And that's what they've done today.
And that's now
what they've done today.
The Trinity is there, lad.
Bro, it's top 4. People laughed at me, By the way, Reece and Lewis, you man laughed at me, yeah? We're getting top 4. Of course we're getting top 4.
The Trinity is there, lad. The manager, the fans and the owners are all in alignment.
Yeah.
That's what you need for a successful club.
So we had it, but we don't anymore.
But if anyone deserves, lads, Newcastle without a doubt.
Thank you, man. Thank you, but just
can't wait for Newcastle to drop out.
Look at him giggling and that, lad. He's like, hee hee. You know what I mean, lads?
Doyle, like I said, they'll keep the energy in the next 5
Oh, no, I
years.
definitely won't, lads. Like, I definitely will not. I will resent the hell out of you, lads.
So then, save it then.
No, I can admire you.
Save your
Jacob Murphy, a shout out to Jacob Murphy today.
Yeah, man.
Really put a shift in.
Yeah,
Callum
he did.
Wilson came on perfect. His contribution today, 20 minutes, gets the goal. Comes on for Isaac. Eddie Howe, all smiles.
Everyone's very
There's no people in that stadium that are not smiling right now. They're over the moon. They're going to third, above Manchester United.
United fans.
Yep.
Well, they've already left.
in that stadium.
They've already left.
They're gone, buddy.
And on to West Ham on Wednesday.
On to West Ham on Wednesday.
And yes.
We'll wrap it up there then, people. It was a great game of football to watch, especially as a neutral.
Fantastic.
Big shout out again to Aaron, who's still without a win on DR Sports representing Manchester United. But listen, still a few games to go.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully it continues. I'm joking.
On to the next.
I'm joking. Thank you so much, though, for coming on. Round of applause for Aaron.
Gracious as always, lad. Gracious
Very
as always.
Great guy. Don't forget Everton-Tottenham tomorrow night on Monday Football. We'll be previewing that on the Weekend Roundup show tomorrow. Massive shout out to the winner today, the 3-point collector. It's Uggs.
Come on, man. Come on. Thank you
And
very
of
much.
course, my co-host. Massive shout out today to Doyle, Freestyle DM. Always bringing the vibes.
Thanks for having me.
And the host, of course, AGT.
Thank you, my
Kid.
friend.
Pleasure, man.
Nice one.
Pleasure,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Pleasure.
As I said, don't forget, midday tomorrow, it's going to be an absolute belter show, this one, the Weekend Roundup. I wonder what drink we can bring to the table to represent some of the scorelines that we've seen this weekend. I'm looking forward to that. Tuesday night, this man and myself back on for the Chelsea versus Liverpool game. And then, of course, a massive one on Wednesday night, the Copa del Rey semi-final, second leg between Barcelona and Real Madrid.
Clásico.
And then, of course, next weekend we do this all again. And it's Liverpool versus Arsenal next weekend as well, by the way. But you've been great. Remember, like the stream, comment with your thoughts on the game when the stream ends. And, of course, very close to 280,000 subscribers now on YouTube here on DR Sports. So make sure you press that and get us there. But until tomorrow, we'll see you then. Take care.